Agency. Come on in. We are going to talk all things going live. Feel free to come in and ask questions. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for joining. This is my 10 a.m. live where we talk about how to go live with ease and confidence. And we're giving go live tips both on YouTube and TikTok. So come on in. Let me know if you have any questions. I am super duper late, but I am going live, friends. I don't want to miss out on connecting with all of you. So I appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate all the support. So we're going to get started in just a few moments because this is what we do. We start here first as a way to kind of get the room set and let you guys know exactly how to engage, and that I'm going to actually go over on the TikTok streets. And so I'll be co-streaming in both places where you can see me clearly and know that I'm going live. So let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate everybody joining me. And so feel free to ask questions, feel free to engage. Let me know if there's any questions you have about how to go live. So like I said, I go here every day at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. twice a day, and I talk all things going live, specifically from a TikTok perspective because I am a Creator Network agency. And so I help people with their go live. It's a free program. And basically what I'm doing is helping you understand the platform and how to build and grow your following and within your brand. So with that, I also use this as a playlist so you guys can go back and watch it. And then I do engagement here. And because I've been doing this co-streaming approach, I have been able to grow my YouTube following and this channel in a way that I've been able to be invited into the YouTube Partners Program. So I have the ability to post products. So you see that in the shop affiliate cart there. So I have products I can post, also have memberships, and I also have gifting options that I've unlocked. So all that happens after you've gotten to that first tier of monetization where you have 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours, and then you're able to be a part of the YouTube Partners Program. You get invited into it and you have to get accepted. And so there's a process, but I've been able to get through the first phase of the process with the thinking that, hey, we are climbing, friends. I'm going to continue to grow, and I'm going to go through that second phase of monetization soon where I have 4,000 watch hours. So welcome, friend. Hello, hello. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining this morning. My analytics is not showing that I have numbers in the room, so I think it is acting up right now. So feel free to come in. You know what? Don't know how to pronounce it. So appreciate you being here. I'm gonna call you Ad. So appreciate you being here. I think the system's glitching today. So let me know if you guys have questions. Thank you everyone who's in the room. It's not showing analytics the way it normally does in terms of who's in the room. So welcome to the room. Make sure you like the live, give it a thumbs up. Also click that subscriber button if you have not subscribed to the channel, as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate everybody joining. So feel free to ask questions. I love getting questions. Feel free to connect. I appreciate you all being here. So ask questions, connect if you don't mind. I would love the support. Thank you all for coming in. So the system is actually down on YouTube Studio. Interesting. Okay, well, we're just gonna kind of go with the flow. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. My two friends in the room, thank you so much for joining this morning. Let me know if you have questions. Hello, hello, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for saying hello as well. Yeah, the numbers isn't showing, aren't reflecting who's actually here. So I appreciate you all being here. If you are new, go ahead and click that like button, as well as the subscription button if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. Yeah, thank you so much. You love my hair. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. And so yeah, so make sure you do that as well. And we are gonna go live on, like I said, I co-stream, so I'm gonna go live on TikTok because your girl did not, I repeat, did not um, I started a little late over here, so I'm not as timely as I normally am. And so I can't see who's in the room, so just know I appreciate you being here. And if you're on the room, make sure you like the live, comment, as well as click that subscriber button. I like you, I will subscribe. Okay, appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Let me know if you have any go live questions. I appreciate all the questions. I'm getting those questions in before I start on my TikTok journey. So I'm going to go over there in just a moment to go live, and we will talk and chat with our friends on TikTok. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the support. And we're going to get started in just a few minutes. I wanted to make sure we didn't have any app updates. And I need to make sure my do not disturb is turned on, because it will interrupt the feed. So with that, and again, I can't see who's here. It only says a few people are here. I'm assuming that's the case. But if it is more of you here, let me know. I always want to make sure I'm saying hello to my community. I want to make sure you guys are feeling support. Uh, Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate the support. All right, so we do have a few friends in the room. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. My moderator, she may pop in as well. She is the Idea Barista. So feel free to ask questions. I am going to go live on TikTok in real time, so you guys are going to see me moving and shaking as I prepare to go live. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. So make sure you comment if you are curious about the YouTube Partners Program. I'll probably talk about that a little bit on my TikTok side. So feel free to ask questions on if you're looking to grow your channel. Um, Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Okay, we're about to go live. TikTok live, TikTok live. We are talking all things going live. Come on in. We are talking about how to go live with confidence and ease. If you are new to my live, feel free to come in, ask questions. We are going live as we speak. So come in and ask questions. Feel free to connect. We are talking beginner-friendly tips on how to go live. We are talking live streaming tips. So if you're curious about how to go live, come in, ask questions. Hello, Unwritten Unstoppable. Appreciate your friend. Others coming into the room. Thank you so much for joining. As y'all can tell, your girl is a little late. So I'm always a little late, but I was super late because I was super late on YouTube as well. And so I'm here now. So thank you so much for coming in. We are talking about beginner tips. I am Dr. Lisa, and so we're talking about how to go live on TikTok, and we're using this as a way for you to grow your community, how you can get beginner advice on how to be a live host. So we're doing our warm up at this point. We are liking the live. You see the hearts flowing. So make sure you like the live, friends. As you are liking the live, it lets the algorithm know that people are here, they're engaging. It helps to warm up the room. So treat it as a warm up exercise. Make sure you're getting those early likes in. Thank you so much. Hey, Black Lotus, I see you coming in as well. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for coming on in. Appreciate all of you guys tapping and liking the live. Carolyn, thank you so much for joining. We are 1 minute in, almost at 1K likes, so we are liking this live. So thank you everybody for being here. Make sure you guys on the YT side like the live. Give a thumbs up as well. So we're giving beginner friendly tips. If you are looking to live stream, we are helping beginners go live, and I do give some intermediate and some advanced tips too. So just know you are getting some great information here. So we are going to like the live. So in the beginning of this process, and just so that you guys know, you want to exercise this warm up. It helps your room. It helps to activate it. So I tell people early on, get your live activated, get it going. I share my live to my story. I'm going to do that. I haven't done it yet. Share it to my story. I also will send it to my group chats, to my friends, to let them know that I am live so that they can also support the live as they see fit. And so you want to make sure you notify people so that they know you are live. And then you make sure the people who are there are liking and tapping your screen. And so I'm sending out my live now. So you guys see my voice is a little scratchy today. Hold on 1 second. I'm sitting here tapping and trying to talk. So there we go. So I sent out my message. Thank you so much. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all coming into the live. So we have friends that are in the room right now. We're at 3.3K likes already, and we are 3 minutes in. So we're doing good. We're trending well. How you doing, Carnival Cruise Queen? Welcome to the room. Appreciate you being here. Are you new to TikTok? Let me know if you have any questions. So right now we're doing the warm up. So you see the hearts flowing. That is literally when you are tapping on the screen. You hear people say tapping is clapping. So tapping is how you're saying, yes, I love what I'm hearing. Let me give it some hearts. So when you tap the screen, thank you for that daily heart me. When you tap the screen, it actually increases the hearts under my name. That's what we're looking at, that number there. And then as a live host, I can swipe. I can click a house here or I swipe from right to left and I can actually see what time it is. There's a time clock in the corner. Thank you so much for coming in and giving your daily heart me, friend. Is it pronounce your name Acinda? Is that it? Thank you so much for being here, friend. And so I can actually see my live. You want to look at your live analytics. I teach that. I want you guys to play around with the features before you go live. So we talk about that quite a bit. Hey Luna, welcome to the room. Okay, Cinda, thank you so much, friend, for being here. And so we talk about that because I want you guys to start exercising, looking at your time, looking at your other analytics there in terms of how many views, how many followers you received. All those things are important as a beginner because you're keeping track of your live performance. Okay, so there's real-time performance metrics there. So it's not all about how much money you made; it's about how you are growing as a live host. Okay. Thank you so much. Others coming in the room. Kindness Ambassador, thank you so much for grabbing that daily heart. We appreciate you being here, friend. So keep that in mind. We are almost at 7K likes and we are 4 minutes in. Look at us. We're doing this thing, y'all. We are doing this. It's like, hey, no, hopefully my time's not off. Okay, now it's 5 minutes. It's like 4 minutes. That seems low. It's 5 minutes now. Thank you so much for the daily heart me of the roses. I mean, the title gifter of roses, Fred. Look at you. You know how to do this thing on TikTok. I love it. You are welcome. I appreciate it, friend. And so keep that in mind. And then the AI, there's an AI summary that pops up, and I've been teaching about paying attention to it. Maybe you read it out loud, maybe you don't, but just pay attention to it to see if it is getting you right in terms of what you're talking about. So my AI summary says a live Q&A session on beginner-friendly live streaming tips. Ask your questions. It got me right. All right. So just know those are other things you want to pay attention to. And then you see little prompts to know a little bit more about the people who are coming in your room. This is new. This is like as of last week new. So TikTok wasn't doing all this level of detail for me prior to like the middle of March. So just know this is a newer feature and I like it. Okay. I'm going to say I like it because I teach beginners. Hey, digital equity. I teach to beginners. Hey, Diamond, I saw you as well, friend. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. And so I want you guys to know that it's listening to what you're saying. You are feeding it information. You're helping it to understand you. And so make sure it got you. All right. So if it has you right, that's good. And then it kind of helps you understand the people who are coming in your room. So what are they doing? Are they returners? Are they new? Have they helped with your live goal? Have they done some other things to support your live? So it is giving you information that you can use and leverage for building that community. So we hit 10K likes. We hit those 10K likes in 6 minutes, y'all. We did our thing. We did it. So thank you so much for that support. So what will happen now, I have a couple things I asked you guys to do because you guys have been liking the lives. Those hearts have been flowing. We're going to see the arrow in the corner. You see that arrow? You said, wow, we did. So that arrow in the corner, I want you guys to share out the live. If you don't mind sharing out the live, that's another way to get engagement. You're letting the algorithm know that, hey, you want to share this with other people. So you can repost it. You can add it to your story. When you click that arrow, you'll see those options. Or you can send it to individuals or group chats. Or you can search for people there too. Or, so many ors. Or you can do what's called a power share. And this is where you hold down the middle of my screen, my nose, you hold it down on your device and you send it out to other people. And at the end is a search bar. You can search keywords, you can search people's names. So all of that is available. So we want to share it out so TikTok knows we are sharing. Sharing is caring. Okay. Thank you so much, Fred. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting. I see my friends who have come into the room. Thank you for being a title gifter. That hat mustache. Appreciate it, Fred. Howdy to you. Howdy. Thank you for the support. And so sharing, we're sharing out the live. We're doing all that sharing. And thank you so much, Miss Darlene. You are awesome. And then we have new friends coming in, new friends following. So I appreciate all you guys coming in and supporting the live and coming in and getting all this great information. Let me know who is new. I tell people all the time, if you're new to someone's home, when you come to someone's home, you always say hello. You give a greeting. You say, I'm new. Hello. How are you doing? Grand Rising Queen. Hello again, room. So you got to do that because that is important. You want to make sure your presence is known. Okay. Hey, Donut Title Gifter Luna. Thank you so much, friend. Beatable, how you doing? Miss Vicky coming on into the room. Thank you so much for being here, friends. I appreciate you all. D. Davis, you said, I'm new. Well, welcome, friend. Where are you from? Others, tell me where you're from, too. Put it in the chat for us. Let's get to know each other. Where are you from, Miss D? Thank you so much for being here. Your bio says motivator of positivity. And then you have the four and the dollar signs, for self and others, and dollar signs in my brain didn't get it, y'all. What was the other part? Into no one? Is that it? I gotta get to that one. I was trying to understand the clues the way you wrote it. Thank you all for friends for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you for that, Rose. Okay, so what's gonna happen? Luna, you said upstate New York, California is where D is from. Thank you so much. Into some budgets. Okay. Okay. So my brain didn't click that quickly, but I appreciate you, friend. It is Monday morning. Minnesota, Miss Darlene, Michigan. That's right, Michigan. I don't know why. For some reason, I knew it was an M state, but I was still thinking Minnesota, but Michigan. Okay, Michigan. Nice, nice. Um, and then what's going to happen next? So that you guys know, you guys shared the live. We like the live. We are going to see the flash go. So we're going to see it at some point. A Q&A beginner friendly live streaming tips. Ask your questions. So TikTok gave me another AI summary, which was awesome. You said grand rising. You're talking to other friends. Oh, that's so important, you guys. You guys always want to be connecting with other people. Now, the whole grow room culture, I'm going to stop that right now. All right. We pick up some bad habits there. This is not about you sending a message talking about, I'm going to be an engager, and you have no engagement boxes. Because we're going to side eye you. I don't want you to get in trouble in my room doing some of those things that you do in those other rooms. You got to read the room here. In this room, we are teaching how to be a live host. So, as live hosts and as savvy viewers, we know. We know when you send those messages in our chat saying, hey, I'm a high engager, come vote, I need this many people. When you do all that, you ain't telling the truth. We see it. We see it. So don't do that. That's a bad habit from those rooms. Those other rooms you can do that in. Not in this room. In this room, we understand what does it mean to have those badges next to our name. Okay? The blue box and that Lisa box. That blue box, you said, ooh wee. I'm calling them out this morning. I'm calling them out. Hopefully they don't come in doing that because they're going to be like, oh no, Doc don't like that. Doc is going to call us out. Because I get those that come in the room, the newbies that don't know any better. And so we know what the blue box means. We know that that's the engagement box that follows us from each and every live we go to. And we know the Lisa box is what Lisa just did. She clicked that daily heart me up here and she has the Lisa box. Okay, start the week off right. I heard that right. How you doing, Tony? So don't come in here doing that. You come in here and you say hello and you kind of understand what you need to do. How you doing, Zibby? Thank you so much for being here. So you understand that you need to be an engager. Okay. So when you're following, doing all the things, we're going to teach you how to engage. We're going to teach you how to get your boxes so that you can be seen as a high engager and people can visibly see what you're all about. Okay, so talking it and saying it means nothing. All right, it means, I hate to say that, that sounds kind of harsh because it actually means a little bit. But my point is, we want you to show it too. All right, and show it means that you have those boxes, those badges next to your name. And it's the people who, if you look at yourself right now and you look and put a comment in the comment saying hello, and you don't see any badges next to your name, then you the person I'm talking to. All right. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Thank you so much, Essential. How you doing, friend? Welcome. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you all. I applied what I learned from you about the boxes yesterday in my life, and it went great. Did it really? Did it go great? Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that feedback. I appreciate that feedback because that's what this is all about. You guys, you gotta make sure that you're paying attention to how you can get your room to start engaging back and supporting the room. That's so important. Yes, so much engagement. That's good. And that's I appreciate that because I think you came the other earlier in the week. You was like, Doc, I got people in the room, they ain't doing nothing. So yes, you gotta have the room has to chat, the room has to engage. Thank you so much. Good morning. How you doing, Queen Girl? Thank you so much. It has to engage. You need the chatting. You need the hearts. You need the shares. You need that throughout your live. You do need people to engage with your goal. And I see you friends sending the community gifts and the other things that come with being an engaged viewer. So TikTok just gave us the flash goal. It is the Radiant launch. It is 28 of them. I'm side-eyeing TikTok. This is my side-eye face. Like, TikTok, really? So we do have 28 of them. This is a flash goal that TikTok will set for the room. It's one gift per person, one Radiant launch per person. If you want to send more, that's up to you, but it does not make the number decrease. We only need one from every person. So if you're in the room and you can send it, that's great. I will say this, and I say this all the time when the flash goal pops up. When you go live as a live host, you are going to get a flash goal. Let me repeat myself. When you go live as a live host, you will get a flash goal. It's part of how TikTok plays this little game with us. So you will get a flash goal. You are going to want someone to support your flash goal. You want to do this flash goal and not dismiss it, because you can't dismiss it, but I would say not to, because it really is TikTok's way of gauging how your room and your viewers are engaging. Okay, is showing how much activity is happening in your room. So you want people to support your flash goal. You want to do the flash goal because, again, TikTok sees that engagement. It pushes more people into your room and it becomes more interactive. Okay, and so keep that in mind. Now, if you want people to support you, y'all know what I'm going to say. You have to be a supporter. Okay? That's how this works. That's the whole, if there is a lesson in these TikTok streets, all right? If there is a golden rule in these TikTok streets, if you want support, you have to give support. All right? That is probably the golden rule. We know how we say treat people the way you want to be treated. That is associated with that. If you want support, you have to give support. All right? And this is a key form of support. You said that part. I love that. And so keep that in mind, you all, because I don't want y'all to walk away and be like, dog, nobody supports my realm. Oh my God, I have nobody. And then I look at you and you have no blue box. And you haven't given you have no Lisa Heart Me box. And then I'm like, well, friend, well, friend, here's what's happening, and we're gonna have to have that conversation. I don't want to have that tough love conversation because sometimes those are the conversations that are so awkward but are so true. All right. Yes, I'll be trying. I heard that, friend. You do be trying. Look at that 29. Look at you guys. Beatable. How you doing, friend? Teach people how to treat you. I heard that. Yeah, so keep that in mind. So keep this in mind, you all. Thank you. How you doing, Heart? Keep this in mind. So as you are engaging, you want to be actively engaging. How do you get a blue box? How do you get a blue box? Thank you for asking that, Miss Vicky. With her big 32 blue box. Hey friend, how you doing? Okay, so let me explain how to get a blue box real quick because we do got the flash goal going, and I usually spend a little time making sure we achieve the flash goal. The flash goal is pretty lofty. It is 28, so let's see if we can get this going. So if you guys are in the room and you have not supported by sending the Radiant launch, it's up here. It's going to be sliding. I can't repin it. You only can repin it every 5 minutes. So it's already been pinned once. I got to let the time go down a little bit more, and I can pin it again. And I'll try to pin it one more time before we close out. But keep in mind, it is sitting up there. That is the flash goal. If you guys don't mind supporting, we'll see if we get close enough to achieving it. Hey, Mrs. Treetop, thank you so much for coming in, supporting that Radiant launch. And we'll see how this goes. 11 of 28. How to get a blue box. I'm probably go through this a couple of times. If you are in my room, you are new to my room, I'm gonna show you a couple different ways to see this. If you are in my room, put in the chat real quick blue. put the word blue because we're going to show the blue box. And I want to show this to you because what you're going to need to do is actually click your photo. Thank you all who are coming in, getting your daily heart me's. Click your photo. Once you click your photo, I want you to see your mini profile is going to pop up. When you click your mini profile, you're going to see a level. It may say LV0. All right? Because if you don't have a blue box, it's going to say LV0. I want you to click that LV0. I want you to click whatever your number is, LV23, whatever that blue box number is, I want you to click it. LV2, LV32, LV33, whatever it is. Thank you so much, Mr. Treetop. And so I want you to click that because I want you to pay attention to what's going to happen. There's a blue screen that's going to pop up. You all are going to see a blue screen. So if you put the word blue in, you click your photo, you click your LV number, blue screen pops up. Blue screen is telling you, and there's a question mark in the corner of that blue screen. So you don't have to go by my words. Hey, pause. You don't have to go by my words. You can read it for yourself. Readers are leaders. So you can read what's there. Everything on this app, there's things with question marks and you can read it. So on that blue screen, it says how you are an engager. That blue box follows you to every live you go in. So that's how we know who are engagers and who aren't. So when people come in my room and say, hey, I'm a high engager, I'm trying to get to this milestone, engage with me. I'm going to say, where's your blue box? I'm going to say, what have you been doing to show that you engage besides putting that in my chat? So just keep that in mind. People can see it. Now you see it, you can't unsee it. All right. So here's what happens. There's points there. TikTok is tracking your engagement. You are getting engagement points from when you gift. As you gift, whether it's a rose, and people who come in my room, TikTok tells you pretty quickly what you need to do to engage. Good morning, Queen. It sends a little pop-up screen in the corner that says send a rose, send a heart puff, something like that. It tells you what to do. All right. And so what you've been doing is been ignoring that. And you've been saying, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't doing none of that. And that's fine. But just keep in mind, you reap what you sow. And if you're not sowing, you're not reaping. All right? So just keep that in mind. You don't want people to come to your live. You don't want people to support you. You don't want people to do all the things. And then you're going to say, why aren't they doing it? And it's based on what have you been doing. Excuse me. And so keep that in mind. So when it comes to this blue box, essentially it tells you the points that you've collected. There's a / symbol that tells you the total amount of points you need for the next level. And if you're level 0, it's the points you need to get to level 1. And then there's a scrolling message. There's a scrolling message that breaks down exactly how many points you need to level up to get to that next level. So it's the difference between what you got and what you need. It's going to have those points there. And that's what you essentially want to pay attention to, whether you are a new person who have never seen that before, or if you were like me. I check my blue box number all the time. All right? Because I want to know, what do I need? Another place to find the points that you need to level up is if you go to the gift box, the gift gallery. Let's see. Click that gift box here. Right at the top, it tells you how many points you need. So for this account, it needs 537 to level up. And if I click that, it actually takes me to the blue screen you were just looking at. Okay? That's another place to get to it. So keep that in mind, my dear friends. I want you guys to level up. I want you to be successful in this app, but it starts with you. Okay? So in order to get coins on your account, that's the next question people are going to ask, like, well, how do I get a blue box? How do I start? Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate it. We are doing our flash goal. It is the Radiant Launch. It is a 1 coin. It's like a heart puff. It's like I love you so much. It's like roses. It's one of those. It's just 1 coin. It's a penny. It's 1 penny. And so if you can send one of those, that's helpful. It helps us get through this. We have 10 more to get. So we have 18 of 28. So we have 10 more we need to get. And so if you guys don't mind supporting that flash goal, and we'll see if we can get through it. We have 6 more minutes to get it. So I'll be able to pin it maybe one more time within the last minute or so. So keep that in mind, guys. If you are sitting here right now, you're like, okay, I need to put coins on my account. What does this mean? Because you've been going to lives. If you've gone to anybody's live this morning, I'm gonna be real now. And you sat in there live for more than 30 minutes and you didn't grab the little heart thing, the daily heart me. Yes, explain. Okay. You didn't grab the little heart me because you sat in there live for 30 minutes because that means you consumed whatever they were sharing, whatever they did, whatever they talked about. You enjoyed it. You enjoyed their style. enjoy their information, and keep in mind you're in my room because you want to learn about TikTok Live and how to become a live host. So at some point, thank you so much for that title gift, Nurse. Appreciate you, friend. Appreciate the support. At some point, you are going to want to sit here in this seat and you're trying to learn about TikTok Live and you want to understand how to do this. I'm going to say that we'll talk about the daily heartbeat, but that's a big piece of it. So I will say you are already starting off on the wrong foot if you did not at least do a minimum of a 1 penny daily heartbeat because you sat in your room for 30 minutes. All right. Thank you so much, Flores. Appreciate your friend. All right. So just let that soak in. And then as you go to more lives, as you become a live host, then let that really soak in because I want you guys to realize, okay, there's some etiquette here. Thank you for these directions. So helpful. You're welcome, friend. Thank you. You're welcome. There's definitely etiquette you got to follow. And so if you're that person that's done that, then you got to kind of go back and look at yourself and say, ooh, I need to fix what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. So let's talk through. You said, preach, dog. My people give the heart me because you taught me how to teach them. Thank you, Regina. Appreciate you guys. Thank you all. Those who just came in, we do have the flash go happening. It's the Radiant launch. If you guys don't mind supporting, you'll see it up there. The Radiant launch is the flash go. We need about 9 more. I think we're right at the cusp of achieving it if we can have everyone participate that just came in. We had a nice little group of folks come in. So if you haven't sent your Radiant launch, I would greatly appreciate it. To get coins on your account, this is what we want to talk about real quick. There's a couple ways to get it. There is actually, thank you all. I appreciate you all coming in, supporting that flash go. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Oh, I've been doing everything wrong. You know, you're fine. How do you ask people about grabbing a heart? I did a box and said it works, but not a lot of activity. All things Zaza. I like that. That's cute. Hello, life safety with tag. How are you, friend? So, how do you ask people? You did a box. You mean a sticker? What do you mean by a box? Let me know what you meant by that. About like if you did a sticker like this, a sticker. Let's put a sticker up real quick. Um, let's see. I have some new stickers in here, y'all. We need to go back and look at the stickers. Okay, we'll use the basic one. This one here. This is a basic sticker. Support the fan club sticker. Something like that. Is that what you meant? Let me know what you meant by that. Thank you all for coming in. So let me explain how to get coins real quick, and then we'll talk about that. And then did we achieve the flash goal, guys? Oh, we need 3 more. Oh my gosh, we are so close, and I can't pin it again yet. Stickers, didn't know. You said you didn't know about those. So what did you do, Fred? Oh, you're saying an engagement box. The engagement box, like grab this, I'm tapping and clapping, join my fan club. I think that's what you're talking about. I don't use the thing. Thank you. He's like quack 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 quack. All you do is talk. Thank you, Fred. So the engagement box, I don't use that box because it blocks my face and I flip my screen and all the stuff. It gets in my way, so I don't put that up there. But I tell people, if you're here, grab your daily heart me. You could put a sticker, support my fan club, and it's like an easy. You could point to it and give a reminder to say, here's my fan club. Grab it, but it's also here. You want to make sure you are also getting your Lisa box. You can say different things like that. I would say you want to weave it into your talking points and explaining what you're doing, and then you have people in here that don't even know about this. I know that because I know people who don't have the blue boxes at all or the heart me, the Lisa box. And so because they don't have it, they don't know that that is what they're supposed to click to get it. So I just told y'all that's what y'all supposed to click to get it. So we're gonna talk about it though, because I want you guys to understand that that is important. It's important to you as a live host because you're always trying to grow your numbers, your fan club numbers, as well as part of your monetization. I'm just being real. We're going to talk about making money online. We're going to talk about how to do it for TikTok Live. That is essential. Okay. So that's a big one that you're going to pay attention to. As a host, how do you get stickers? The sticker I just put here or the sticker that's in my chat box? You make them and upload them. Make them on Canva, Chat GPT. Has stickers you can make if you have that feature. You said, what's a Lisa box? The box next to your name, you see where you said it says 12 and then it says Lisa. That means you're a fan club. That means you grabbed your daily heart me. That means you are a part of my fan club. And so in the chat box, oh, okay, I see. Okay. When in the chat, in the comment box, you click the comment. If you're about to write a comment, look at your Essential. Essential said, I can't wait on you, Doc. Thank you, friend, for getting that rose. I appreciate you, friend, for being a first time gifter in my room. Thank you so much. I was taking my time, wasn't I? Did we hit the flash goal, y'all? Oh my gosh, did we get it? Achieved. We did. 28. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you, friends. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I'm sitting up here rambling. I apologize. Dr. Lisa, what happens after you go live 3 separate days? You keep going live? Keep going live. Keep going live. You've unlocked all the features and now you can go live. You can pin comments. You should have your daily heart me box. All that should be there. So yeah, you just keep going live and nothing special. Just keep going, keep building, keep growing. Yeah, that's it, friend. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so gift box. That's what I was gonna say. How to get it. Coins on your account. So we're gonna walk through this real quick. I'm gonna show it. So if you are here, the gift box is in the corner. So you click that gift box. For you guys, it is right here. Click your gift box. In the gift box, it tells you how many coins you have. This account needs some more coins on it soon. But you see right here, I don't want you to do the coins here. I want you to do where this little red tag is. It tells you the website to go to. Go to TikTok's website, www.tiktok.com/symbol coins, COIN. And that is actually right here for you. If you click that, it'll take you to it. You can log in. It'll log you in automatically to your account, and you can purchase coins there. It's a 25% discount. It actually says it here. So you get more coins for your money. I tell you not to break the bank. Don't break the bank. $10, $20. Put some coins on your account so you can engage. So really, I was joking by saying, "Oh, this account needs more coins," but that 196, that's 196 heart me's, y'all. Come on now. If nothing else, I can get some heart me's up something with this account. You know what I'm saying? I can fly around and give y'all heart me's all day. So just know that you're supporting. Heart me's is how you get the Lisa box. So people who don't have a Lisa box, that is a Lisa box. That's how you would get that. I can send a rose. Send some roses. Get a blue box. The heart me actually will get you, if you don't have a blue box, the heart me will get you a Lisa box and a blue box. It'll get you both of them because you sent a gift. It's going to give you your first time gifting box and it's going to give you your heart me box for the room. All right, that's how that works. And you said add to your blue diamond. There we go, friend. That's it. You can get both of them. Yeah, both of them with one coin. Thanks for the information. I'm new to this stuff. I've yet to go live, just learning. There you go, friend. There you go. So, and so keep this in mind, like I said, and I'm teaching this because I want you guys to understand what you're asking of people is to support your lives. So that means that you have a badge next to your name that shows that you have been supporting other people's lives, even if it's not the a large coin gift. It's the fact that you're showing up, you're doing the likes, your shares, the comments, the gifting. All those things make up an active engager, a high engager. That's what makes it up. Yes, we're all learning. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. You're welcome. This stuff is a full-time job. It is a thing. It is a thing. It is a thing. People do treat it like a full time job. I mean, honestly, this is my job. This is my full time job. This is what I do. I'm teaching on TikTok. I'm teaching on TikTok. I'm a TikTok agency as well, a TikTok Creator Network agency. I'm an owner and manager for over technically 165 creators. Now, not all those people go live. We're gonna get them there, but at the end of the day, they're on my roster. So, with that being said, yeah, this is what I do, and I love it. I love it. And I absolutely love it. So it is fun. I love hanging out with you guys. I love answering questions because I see you guys as real people. You are all real in my room. Seven Meg, thank you so much. Still learning on for 2 months now. Your learning is ongoing. I learn. Okay. We had our meeting on Sunday Yesterday. We had our meeting yesterday, and it was such a funny meeting. It's interesting because I'll share updates and tidbits, and then you guys ask questions. I was like, "Ooh, that's an interesting approach." And then people will tell us different tips and strategies of what they're doing and stuff. And so I'm learning. I'm learning from you all. You guys come here and say, "Hey, I heard this. I've seen this," and I'm like, I see. I like that. That's good." So you're constantly learning. And I tell people my motto here is practice makes progress. You're not a perfectionist. You don't have to be a perfectionist. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to keep showing up and be consistent, engaging. And then I say use a little bit of discipline and patience on top of that. Sprinkle that on top because you got to have the patience and the discipline to keep going. All right. Okay, B Mama, thank you so much. B Mama and Irish. She said, how long have you been going live? What did you start out talking about in the beginning? Okay, let me talk. I didn't get a chance to talk about my origin story yesterday. Somebody asked that question and then we went in so many different directions. I never circled back. So let me start there. Thank you. I want to go live soon. So just learning. That's good. Get ready to go live this week, friend. We're about to have a new month. I tell people that all the time. When there's a new month, there's a new opportunity. So don't miss out on this opportunity to go live every day in the month of April. Why not? Okay. Um, how close am I to going live? Can you check for me? I can't. No, it's nothing to check. You just hit the go live button. You got it. You got live access. You do. Yeah, you typically get live access with like 50 followers in a blue box. I think those are the combination I've seen. So yeah, you have it. You have it. I started live on March 16th. I've gone from 15 followers to 200 and hit 50K views in total. Oh, you've been doing something. Oh, okay, that's good. You're posting the content. People are loving your content. That's good. That's good. Get ready to go live, friend. You have it. Yeah, you can definitely go live too. Okay. Do you use TikTok Studio? TikTok Live Studio, you mean the computer? No, I'm using my phone. TikTok Studio is on your profile where you click that and it's like the back end system. So that's different. TikTok Studio is different from TikTok Live Studio. Live Studio is different. So Live Studio is your laptop or your computer. I don't use Live Studio. Um, I have used it. It's not, it doesn't work well for me in terms of my computer system. TikTok Shop affiliate, welcome. Finally saw the following live. It was crazy, but I did gain a few new followers. Um, RJ, what you mean? You saw? What did you say? Did you go live or did you see something while I was working towards 1K? Okay, did you go live? You have live access too. Okay, so I just push the button so I can go live. Oh yeah, you got live access. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it, Frank. Yeah, you should have live access. Oh, I didn't mean to pin your comment. Hold on 1 second. I'm tapping too quickly. Um, yeah, I don't know why your blue box is not showing up in that comment. I'm so nervous about going live, but I enjoy listening and wrecking out my heart. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. I'm going to talk about my origin story. Let's go there. What content do you start with when you started lives? Okay, so my content has not. I have not privated any videos that are from my beginning time. So you guys can scroll through my content and see how I started. It's there for you. And then I co-stream on YouTube, and I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, it's all there for you. You said, why is the volume low in TikTok Studio? What do you mean by that, Rich? Rich, are you saying right now for me, or are you saying when you go live on Live Studio? I went live yesterday and gained 3 new followers and shared information about TikTok. There we go. That's it. That's it. Yeah. I love it. The following rooms we talked about that I never seen, but I've seen. Oh, is that what you were saying? Okay. Don't stay there. You go there for a reason and a season, not a season. A reason, not a season. You just go there, get in, get out, friend. Because you're gonna wake up. You're gonna get some fleas. I'm just saying it now. So just be careful. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for the title, Gifter of Roses. I'm just trying to find something I can go live with first time. Okay, so here's how I started. When I see some creators live, it's low. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's their volume. I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, say it loud, louder, please. I say when you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. So when you are in those rooms, you're gonna wake up. You are in rooms with people who are, first of all, not engagers. That's what they're there for. They're just picking up numbers. Second of all, there are people in there who are shady. Their accounts are going to get banned. There's going to be some issues with them, and you're going to have those numbers on your roster that you're going to have to remove. Those are the fleas that you got to remove. Okay, so that's what I'm saying by that. So you're picking up a lot. You're picking up a lot, but your goal is for numbers. Their goal is for numbers, and that's what's happening. Yes, I've seen the fleas. You said living it right now. So be careful when you go in there. I say that all the time. I don't want you guys to get caught up. Can I select the only me to see on a low performing TikTok shop video? Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. You could private the video. Yeah. Me too. I get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. Do you use a mic when you go live? I don't have a mic on right now. I'm gonna start, but I don't have one. This is my phone. I'm sorry, but it is real. It is real. It is. It says Dr. Lisa, what field? PhD education. PhD in education is leadership in education actually, and then higher ed administration was my concentration. I worked in colleges and universities as a senior leader for all my career. Right. I've been a mom for two folks. There we go, friend. All right. So look here. Congratulations. Thank you, friend. Um, so origin story. Let me just talk about that. I'll talk about that as well. So, really quickly. So those in the room, thank you all. Make sure you guys are clapping. That means that you are tapping the screen. That means the likes are flowing. Make sure you're doing that. And then if you don't mind sharing out the live, we'll continue to share. Click the arrow below or power share in the middle of the screen to share out the live. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate the help. Can you create your background? Can you create your background? What do you mean? This is a light? Is that what you're saying? You can create your background if you want to do a background. TikTok has a feature on the system too that has backgrounds too that you can upload. Do you like for everyone to use a tapper? I do have one. I think it's a good way for you to engage. Even if you're just listening, like you guys are sitting here listening to me, you got a phone with the tapper on it and keep listening. I tap quite a bit after I do my early engagement and stuff with my community when I go visit rooms, and I have the tapper supporting them. So that's another way to support, and then I'll comment. I tell you guys, you're in a live stream, you are an active participant. You are either typing or tapping. Okay? You are doing something. All right? So you are either typing or tapping. Typing means that you're in the comments, you're saying something, maybe you tapping something on the screen, but you are tapping or typing. All right? Have you experienced slower flow when it's on? Slower flow? I don't know what that means. Flow from what? Flow from the room? No, I can't say I do. I do sell the tapper. The tapper is, if you want to go to my showcases there, I'm not going to pin it too early in the live. I tend to pin it a little later, but if you click my photo, my mini profile is going to pop up. Right at the bottom is my showcase. Click that. The tapper is right there for you. Yeah, it wouldn't allow me to change to private, do brand content. You got to remove the brand content. You got to remove the authorization for them. So go into your ad settings and remove it. And then you can make it private. When I go live, should I get a laptop and only have, or I only have a smartphone? I have been phone. I'm pro phone, going live on my phone. I don't do live studio. Live studio means that you have to download live studio. Okay. Thank you all who are coming in. I see you guys. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. You guys are awesome. Okay, so how I got started, my friend who asked that question, let me know if you're still in the room. I know I still took another 5 to 10 minutes to get to this. Let me know if you're still in the room so that you are here. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. So how I started is essentially I have to go back to 2024. I'm gonna go way back. We're gonna go back some years. 2024, I started with a faceless account. And if I go back even before 2024, I probably have to go back to 2020 when my first account started, because my daughter was in middle school and she was on TikTok. And now everybody was on TikTok during that time. She was on TikTok, knew nothing about TikTok. And she had gone viral with a couple videos and then she had posted. And she was actually going live too. TikTok was letting the kids go live. This is before before they had the parental controls and stuff that happened back in the day. So now we got these parental controls, but they was letting the kids go live. They were. And so she had gone viral. You said right. She had gone viral, and I was like, let me get an account over here. What is happening? What is all this TikTok is she doing? You said that's scary. Yeah, they were. She was sitting in her bed. She was talking. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's me going live. She's 20 now. She'll be 21 this year. But yeah, girlfriend was going live. I have to mention that to her. I was like, you was actually going live all that time for real? She was like, yes. Wow. Yeah, she was. She was in middle school. She was like, I think seventh grade, something like that back then. Yeah, I was like, now that I do this and I know all about it, I'm an expert. And I was like, oh Lord, I had my baby out here going live. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I had no clue. No clue. No clue what she was being exposed to. So I need to be like her. I know. But she doesn't go live nowadays, so she does not even go live. I think a few of y'all might have seen her face because she peeked in on her mom's live when I was visiting. But beyond that, she has not gone live. In the TikTok world, I know, I had my baby out there. I had no clue. I was like, okay, she live, all right. I wasn't even in the rooms, but I had an account, so I should have came over. I think I used the account to look at her content. I was snooping, but her content was kitty stuff. It wasn't too bad, and he said, I love it. So I had that account. So that account, I don't talk about that account. That account actually still does exist. I still have it. I don't use it for anything. I've used it maybe in the last year like 2 or 3 times where I've used it as a snooping account. Like, let me check. Snoop, why are you in here, friend? You say because I've been saying Snoop. That's cute. That's cute. Welcome to the room, friend. Good morning. Get it, girl. So she had. So what happened was I had she had went to college. She went on to college, and I was like, oh, I was a helicopter mom. I was, and I'm not now. Most of 2025, I was a recovering helicopter mom, but now I'm recovered fully. Now I'm probably the other extreme. I'm like, look here, girl, you figured it out. It's on you. And just in terms of my professional background expertise, that's what I've done. I've worked in higher ed my entire career and higher ed adjacent. And so, she grew up on a college campus because I worked most of my career at a college as a senior administrator while she was a small child. I got my doctorate degree there too. Well, during that time, it was at another institution, but during that time. And so she knew I knew about college. So when she went to college, I was like, hey, here's what you need to do. Here's what you don't do. Here's what. And so it was bad, y'all. And so at some point, I had to have this moment. Well, I had this moment where I was like, okay, you know what? I need to do something different. I need to let her go, let her do her thing, because I'm stressed. She's stressed. We both ain't. We're always bickering. I was like, you know what? That's not how I want to live my life, and I don't feel like arguing all the time. And so trying to control things. So I had to let it go, y'all. Thank you very much, RJ. Appreciate it, friend. And so I had to figure out something else. And then I had a friend that we got into it. And I was like, you know what? I gotta let this friendship go too. This is somebody, and my husband, he was kind of my sounding board because he saw it too. He was like, you know what? You're holding on to a lot of people things and you're not doing your own thing. You need to do something for you because you've been doing stuff for other people for so long that they have now gotten to a point where they don't appreciate it. They're taking advantage of it, all the things. And I realized that, and I was like, okay, I have to change things up. It has to be me. I can't let wait for other people to do stuff for me. I'm gonna have to change me. And so you said, good man. Yes, he is. He's really good. Very insightful. You said great advice. And so I made a conscious decision. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something else. So that friendship I ended. That was in the summer of 2024. And then I came across, and I have to be honest with you, I think where it came from was actually Facebook, FB, where I went, I was scrolling through, and somebody talked about TikTok Shop. It was like an ad there. Kid you not, it was like an ad for TikTok Shop. I was like, interesting. I was like, what's this TikTok Shop stuff about? So had no clue. I was like, oh, they're doing that over there? Like, really? Like Amazon, huh? So yes, you're strong, woman. Thank you so much. True change, you is right. Yeah, absolutely. And so I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. So I literally started a new account And so the account that I start now is now rebranded to my shop account. But when I started it, I started as a faceless account. Okay. Oh, twin girls, where they're 31, I feel you with that. Yes, yes. And I started this faceless account. Hey D, how you doing, friend? I was like, okay, well, let me start this account. This is going to be kind of my way to kind of get a feel for it. I'm going to be faceless in my approach, and I'm going to say this because I think it is really important in terms of how you pour into yourself, where you're surrounding yourself, who are you surrounding yourself around, what type of inputs they're offering, what are you taking in, what are you taking in all places, social media, whatever you're taking in, it has to be messages that are going to affirm and uplift you and make you feel like you can do things that maybe you haven't done before. And so my page was actually built that way. I don't know why I did it that way. In my mind, I think I just felt like, oh well, let me just do some positive messages, some affirmations. And I've always been that person who's been very optimistic, very positive mindset. And when I think about that friendship I ended, that person was a negative mindset person. It was always pessimistic. Everything. Thank you all. Thank you for the follows. I see you guys. Thank you so much for the daily heartbeats too. If I'm not saying thank you, I really do appreciate it. And so that person was always that internal pessimist, and recognizing that that input didn't necessarily it was not aligned with how I thought about the world and life. And I thought, I'm always like a person that says, if you work hard, you can do stuff, and you just need to put your mind to it, you can achieve it. I have a PhD, I have a master's in business, and I have a master's in social work. So, and I was a former college athlete. So in my mind, it's always like, hey, I ain't nothing stopping me. Like, I could do this if I just figure out how to do it. And I'm an internal learner, so I always learn stuff. So because that is the case, this to me was like, oh, let me figure this out, and let me make sure I'm thinking about it in a positive mindset. So my faceless page was nothing but messages that was about manifestation, affirmation messages. My husband, he would go for his walks. He would take pictures of the sunset and waterways and stuff like that. He would send them to me, and I would use that as my content. And I would just put a message on top of that image. And so it was a lot of that. If you go, all those images are private now, but that's essentially how that page was designed. So because of that, I was doing that, and then I was, learning TikTok content, and I was going to other rooms. I was going to live rooms. I was learning about live. We speak very well. Keep that up. Oh, thank you, Snoop. Appreciate that, Snoop. That's where I am now. I have a long-term friend who is just so negative. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Sometimes you have to say, this is not helping me. It's not healthy. Yeah, I'm struggling with what to keep the friend or just stitches, so I'm always down. Yeah, yeah. We had to have that conversation. It was a contentious one. It was an argument, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm out. This is my tag. I'm it. I'm out. So I'm done. And honestly, to that, I haven't spoken to her since. No text messages, none of it. So and it's been the best. And it was hurtful in the beginning, and I had to figure out how I wanted to repurpose my time, because she was the person that would call when I'm driving my little son to daycare, or she was the person that was always texting throughout the day. And so she was taking up a lot of time. And I didn't even realize how much time she was taking up, because I think obviously it was a lot of it was like one sided, like she was communicating. I was like, oh, well, this is the time she normally would have called. Oh, okay, I would have had a couple texts from her by now. And so that to me was like, oh, okay, I'm noticing how my time was being, you know, you know, diverted to her, and now I had to repurpose it. You know what I'm saying? The same thing kind of with my daughter too, because I was like being so hovery. So because I wasn't communicating with my friend, I wasn't initiated. I was initiating the conversations with my daughter. So that a lot of that was happening, where I was like, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. So, and that time was no longer being used in that way either. So just think about how you're using your time. That has been like the most eye-opening experience for me. My husband, I jokingly say this, my husband changed our cable system because I've been on TikTok for so long. So I don't even know, we don't have the same cable system no more. Next thing I know, and I didn't argue with him because he knew I would have argued with him before. Like, hey, you took all my channels away. I don't even watch those channels no more. Totally different now. So so, but think about how you're using your time and who is your time going to, and how are you expending that energy? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it uplifting? Is it helping you? Is it like, why do you feel a need to do it? You said, yep, that's right. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm just going to say that because I think that's so important. And if I was going to say a hindsight thing that I've learned about myself, I was using a lot of time in ways that was not helping me, that was not supporting, uplifting me. And the time I was using to help others wasn't being appreciated, wasn't being valued, and to a certain extent wasn't even necessary. I'm just going to say that, y'all, because I created a narrative that said it needed to happen that way, and it didn't. It didn't. We don't have to do certain things. So I'm just gonna say that. Yes, thank you. You got to protect ourselves. Yeah, you uplifting me. Thank you. You're so welcome, friend. I appreciate it. I'm a one-man person for now until I can figure it out. I heard that, friend. So So yes, right. We just need to be picky. Yeah, we do. Yeah. So this conversation is going in a direction. Let me name this real quick. So TikTok listens to what you're saying. They haven't given me an AI message yet recently. So it's listening to what I'm saying. But so because I'm going to see what it says in my summary when it does pop up, because I have taken this away a little bit away from live streaming. I'm going to bring it back to live streaming. I'm about to bring it back shortly. But keep that in mind as you start. TikTok gave me a puzzle too. TikTok said, girl, you've been doing too much. So, hey, Jerry. So I just got a puzzle. Puzzle pieces, when it pops up on your screen, it grays out and you have to slide this little puzzle piece in its spot. So it does happen to all of us. But and it typically happens like an hour into your live or so. So just know, and it's kind of random. And if you miss that puzzle piece, maybe you walked away from your phone, that puzzle piece pops up, they will end your live. So be mindful. That's their way of checking on you. And so with that, back to my story. So I came onto TikTok and I was doing all those positive affirmation messages. So I was really focused on making sure I posted. I think I posted, I was on a schedule on that account where I was posting like 2 to 3 times a day, a little message, one in the morning, one midday, one in the evening, something like that. I was trying to do that regularly. And I had started that in like September of 2024. Okay. So imagine that's when that account opened up, September 2024. You said that, or trolls, yeah, that's true. And so that's what happened with that account. So I was in that point in time, I was learning TikTok, and then I learned obviously how to get TikTok shop. I didn't know what the rules were, and so in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm gonna post, I'm gonna grow my account. I was going into those grow rooms, y'all, the engagement rooms for that account. Didn't know any better. Most of y'all do that in the beginning. That's how I can call y'all out about y'all behavior when y'all come in my room, because I know what the behavior and the etiquette is over there, the fleas, exactly. And so I knew all about that. And I'm going to tell you, the fleas is what made me not get TikTok shop on that account earlier, because I didn't know what I didn't know. And so, but it was because of the fleas. He said the fleas. The fleas means that you have accounts that are banned on your page. You have accounts that you've picked up that are now banned. So those accounts are heavily in those grow rooms. People who are probably scammers and all types of folks are in those rooms. And TikTok ultimately ends up banning some of those accounts for their behavior. And you've picked them up as followers. And so your numbers for your followers are inflated. They're higher than what they're supposed to be because you have all these banned accounts that you now need to remove. And TikTok says, okay, remove those banned accounts. And TikTok doesn't tell you to remove the banned accounts. Actually, this is where I learned that they don't tell you to remove them. You just have them sitting there. So you need to go in and remove them. You need to remove them, and that's part of it. And then you also need to make sure you are telling TikTok you want TikTok shop. So I learned that along the way, that there's things you need to do. You said a flea bomb. Oh, there's a name for that. Yes, yes. Thank you. Your experience resonates with me. Thank you. You're so welcome, friend. I sure wish I would have found out sooner. You are amazing. Yes, yes. I know I found out late too to the game. So now I teach that here with people. I tell them how to do it and what to pay attention to. Um, yes, we're learning about the fleas. TikTok is gonna put that in my summary, y'all. My AI summer's gonna be like, oh, she's teaching about fleas now. So y'all gonna get me in trouble. Can I ask a roundabout question? How is your audio so good and not muffled? This is the iPhone 16 Pro. That's all it is. I'm in a room, one of my bedrooms. It's not a huge room, but yeah, that's it. That's it. He said, "Get it, girl." So that's what I learned that since I've been a mod. Yes, exactly, exactly. So I also turn on the feature. Let me see. Is it? Can you see it in here? I think I have that noise cancellation feature on also. No, I don't. No, I don't. Take that back. I have it toggled off. Um, so yeah, it says remove background noise is a feature that you can turn on, allow viewers to hear your voice more clearly. I have it actually turned off. I have it toggled off. There is a feature in here. Some of y'all may turn this feature on. I think this is new. It says optimize for stability, limit some functions to prevent lag and disruption during your live. I have to learn more about that, but I think that's a new feature. Y'all might want to turn that on. That feature is turned on for me. So keep that on. Turn that on too if you're getting a lag. Some of y'all might need to turn it on for real. E-Nurse, are you in the room? There was something going on with your live stream today. So when I was in your live, yours and Melanie, when she comes in, I'm gonna touch base with her as well. There was that feature may be helpful. If you're still in the room, friend, I'm not sure if you are. She was here earlier. How do you discover band accounts? Give me a second. Let me finish this origin story piece, and then I'll talk about band accounts because I'm sure you guys want to know about that. I'll talk about that and show you where it's at. So when I go live, how do I make sound like it's clapping? There's a wand. When you go live, you remember those first 3 lives. You're not doing anything extra. Don't talk about your topic. Don't go into a whole spiel. You're playing around with the features. Click the wand. The wand has the effects. Like when I do this, it has it has the clapping, it has the laughing. There's a sound bar that's on your screen. So play around with the features. Click the house in the corner where you can see your real-time analytics, see how long you've been going live and all the new followers and all the things that you might have gained. You are engaging in the platform, not your topic. All right, so that is my pro tip. If you're in the room and you're getting ready to go live, I do not want you talking about your topic for those first 3 lives. And if you have never done this, actually maybe take a live and don't talk about your topic and say, hey, we're just going to engage. I'm just going to talk to people in the room and we're going to play around with some of the effects. You know what I'm saying? So make that your live, all right? Especially if you're kind of trying to get the hang of this. Because sometimes we get so engrossed with our topic and we miss the opportunity to engage with the people. You got to engage with the people, but you also need to understand where the features are. You said my white heart box up next to your name has 2 in it. Am I aiming to make it higher? So it has the heart under my name. That has 1 there. And then there's a heart on the side of my name. Is that what you're saying? So you're talking about the 2. You're a level 2 in my room? Yep, you are a level 2 in my room. That's the 2 you see. I'm sorry. Okay, so this one here. This is your daily heartbeat. You're level 2. So yes, you are making it higher. To answer your question, yes. You are trying to increase that because you can go up to 50. So the goal is to increase that to 50 at one point. Now that's going to take some time, but yes, that is the goal. So you want to level up in my room. So if you click that heart. Everybody in the room can click the heart. Click the heart. It actually gives you the checklist of things to do. All right, it gives you the checklist of things to do because that is you are a fan club. TikTok says as a fan club, here are the things you can do to get more points to level up. All right, and you'll see your points there at the top. Once you click that heart, you'll see how many points you earned, how many you can gain, and you want to claim those points. That's when people tell you, don't forget to claim your points at the end of the live. So you gave for the first 3 to 4 lives and got it. Yep, that's it. And you play with features. You playing with the features, reading the features, talking about the features. So, okay, what are the things you want to avoid when live? Alternatively, what should I aim for? Let me talk about that in a second. Let me finish this origin story. Let me wrap that up. And I'll probably weave in an answer to that a little bit. So I started that account in September. I'm posting, going to lives learning about giving the daily Hartley, learning all the things. I'm hearing people say stuff. I also, let me say this, you all. I told you guys I have 3 advanced degrees. I'm one of those people who, I'm a lifelong learner. I said that already. I'm one of those people who actually enjoy learning. I feel like it's part of my game. Like the things I'm like, oh, I learned that. Oh, that's good. Oh, I like that information. I like that. I'm not just that type of person. So when it came to digital marketing, I told you I have an MBA in marketing and human resources. Digital marketing is different. And so for me, I was like, oh, if I'm going to be in this space, I'm going to create content. If I'm going to try to do TikTok shop and be an affiliate, like I needed to know what all the terms were because people were saying the word affiliate. And I was like, well, what does that mean? How are you an affiliate? What is it? Not that I didn't know what it meant, but I guess I just needed to understand the context in terms of how people were using it here. Because to me it was like, oh, you have an affiliate link for like, if you want to get a discount on something, you're going to give people your affiliate, like Amazon. It's kind of that concept, but I was like trying to understand it from a TikTok shop and just the lingo people were using. Said welcome to the live. Thank you so much, Daddy. And so in doing that, I was like, okay, let me just understand because people are using it in so many different ways, and so I just want to make sure I understood it. So that type of language, UGC, user generated content, brand deals, um, live streaming also is a form of digital marketing. Just understanding being in this space, like helping to understand how does this all work, email marketing. So I was like, okay, I need a course, and I'm serious about that. I wasn't one of those people who was like, oh, I want a course to sell it to people. I wanted a course where I was going to learn. And what I found is that a lot of the courses were built and designed to sell, to resell, and they didn't have content in there to help you learn the process. And I came across, and I am affiliate to this day, and I don't talk about it as much, and I probably should, but I am an affiliate for the Ultimate Branding course because it was just that. It was helping you understand branding. It was helping you understand the different types of ways to do digital marketing. And so, because of the way they had designed the course and the information in there, and then obviously being an affiliate, you could resell it and get a commission. But at the same time, I was like, okay, I need to learn this, and literally I went through each module. And when I created my stand store, that's the model I went through with setting up my stand store and getting everything up and running, adding products, doing all the things. The young ladies who do the course are really easy to learn from. Kind of like you guys say, I'm easy to learn from. They were really easy to learn from, and maybe I even modeled to a certain extent how to engage because they had a module on live streaming and things you need to be aware of on live streaming on TikTok in particular, and like things you need to be aware of as you are using this platform and stuff. And so just recognizing I needed a course that was going to help in that way. And so I was going literally to live streams that were talking about their courses. And I probably was a little misleading because I wasn't necessarily happy about some of the ways people were pitching. So that was helpful for me to learn too. And I was listening to them and seeing what they were saying and not saying. And then they would show different demos, and I was like, oh, that's not what I need. And so when I came across the one that I did end up landing with, that was the one that I decided to move forward with. And so with that, I had this course. And so this course taught me a lot. And it taught me a lot about live streaming too. And so I was like, okay, this is interesting. I said, so I think because I had seen other people doing lives and talking about their products, talking about the services they offered, I learned a lot. And I think that built my confidence. Just like you guys say, I help you be more confident about going live. I think that built my confidence as well, seeing other people doing it and recognizing that, okay, if they're doing it, I can go live. I can be face forward. So in November, I decided to make a face forward account, which is this account. And I was like, okay, we're going to see what this looks like. And so I started making my content face forward. So if you look at my content, you'll see the girl was brand new. So like I said, learning is key. Hello, I came back and was able to follow today. Oh, how you doing, Robin? Thank you so much for being here. Um, yes, thank you all for being here. Which course did you land with? The Ultimate Branding course, UBC, the Ultimate Branding course. Um, and if you guys are interested in it, message me. You guys can message me, send a message here. and just say I'm interested in learning more about UBC, and I'll send you like a sneak peek, some information on it. I'll send you my stand. My stand has a sneak peek about it, and if you want to purchase, I'm an affiliate, so you can purchase that way too. But let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer questions. So inbox me if you have questions about it. But with that being said, the the course, so once I started going face forward, I made a decision. I was like, okay, let me start learning a little bit more about live streaming. I'm just going to learn a little bit more about it. um, and I hadn't really decided what my topic was going to be at that point, and I have to be honest with you, I don't think I was ever going to talk about higher ed in particular, because in my mind I was still, and because I was in live streams and doing digital marketing live streams, because I was learning about those courses, I was learning about TikTok live, that was in my algorithm. I think I was always in this space of like helping people, because I was in rooms where people were like asking a lot of questions about this. And because I was learning about it, I was like, well, I guess I can tell people how to do this. Like, I'm learning it, like I'm doing it. And again, I'm a learner. And then I've taught multiple courses, graduate level courses and undergraduate level courses. So I've taught before, so I know all about teaching too. So with that, I made this an intentional focus on how do I, thank you so much for the radiant launch, friend. I appreciate the gifting. I was like, okay, so what do I do here? So I went to live in December. So I told you I made this account in November, and I went in December to a live, and a young lady was like, hey, I went live 30 days in December. I think it was like December 27th. And she was like doing a recap of what she's kind of figured out and what was going on. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. We're about to hit a new month. New year, new me. New January, new year, all the things. I was like, okay, let me go. Let me go ahead and go. Let me go ahead and go live every day in January. And I told my husband, I was like, I'm just gonna go live. And he was like, okay, you sure? Hey friend, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for the shout out. I appreciate it. 100 minutes. How you doing, Everett? Thank you so much, friend. So, good morning, Northern Michigan. Welcome, welcome, Shorty. Welcome. I'm a Midwest girl, originally from Chicago, and now I'm in Florida. And so yes. So hey D. So I end up going live every day in January. Now I had already unlocked live access on this account because I did those first three lives. I think I did those first three lives like the first. Well, actually, it says December 12th. That's the very first day I've gone live on this account was December 12th. And so I did those first three lives. Then my previous account, the Faceless account, I had gone live over there actually. So I knew a little bit about the go live process because I had actually tested it out on the Faceless account. And I had just, again, I was faceless. So I would do like devotionals, and I would just have a book and I was reading from the book and stuff. So I was just doing that for people. You said your husband still looks at you funny when you go live. That's funny. I'm trying to be able to go live. Yes, my husband, he'll pop in every now and then. How long should you start going live? How long should you start going live? What does that mean? The length of the live stream? Okay, give me a second. I'm going to answer that because I want you guys to understand the difference between monetization live stream and getting for your analytics in terms of the go live, valid go live day. So I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, my husband, he comes in alive, and so he actually he's actually one of my biggest champions. He was one of those people early on when I would start going live. He would say, he was like, you know what? Because he's an avid YouTuber, so he goes on YouTube. He has like maybe about a half a dozen or so lives that he watches. YouTubers, their content, he'll pop in on their lives and stuff too. So he has a few that he follows, and he said you're on par with many of them, and they've been doing this stuff for years. And so for him, he was always a big champion, even from the beginning. So he was like, okay, I see you, do it. And again, I think he was already of the mindset that he's seen people be very successful in digital marketing. And he was like, okay, it takes time. He get it. It ain't something you do one and done. Got it. So if she's going to do this, then yeah, she just needs to be dedicated to the practice of it and the craft here. And he gets that in a a quiet as kept way. You say quiet as kept. I think he would love to do this. He just doesn't have his, his job. He works in education also. His job doesn't necessarily allow for him to make this pivot to this and just like decide to leave his 9 to 5. So he hasn't done that. And then he's kind of quiet and introverted too. So for him to do it, he would definitely need to change a lot of how he operates. You said put in the work. Yes, right. I thought about doing it also on Facebook Live. Yeah. I co-stream on YouTube. On YouTube, I've monetized because I've been doing this on YouTube. My 1 year anniversary on YouTube is actually coming up. It's going to be April 8th. I'll talk about that. Let me get to the story. Y'all made me talk this whole lot about my origin story, y'all. Okay, so here, I love to learn about. I'm a retired RN. Oh, nice. I've known all about retail management and apothecary. Yes, yes, I love that. Biggest supporter you have? Yes, it is. Live not unlocked for me yet. Nikki, it's not. It's not. No, you have to wait until you get at least 50 followers in a blue box. The blue box we'll talk about again because there's some of you guys who still don't have that block box next to your name or the daily heartbeat with the Lisa box. So those are things you want to get as you're coming into a live and make sure you have that. All right. All right. I thought about doing it also on Facebook. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So YouTube is. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm not on FB though. The FB interesting, but I haven't gone there yet. Could I find you and follow you on the? Yeah. Same name, same exact name. Make it easy for you. Yeah. So you'll see me right now. I'm on it. So yes. So because I started in January, to get to the question of what did I talk about? I talked about going live. I talked about actually, here's what happened. I would go live and the same thing I just told you guys to do. Don't talk about your topic. Don't talk about any of the stuff that you want to do and you're to bring to the live stream. I talked about the features. I was in here clicking stuff and people was like, hey, how did you do that? Oh, people would just come in and ask questions. And then I was talking to them. I was like, hi, how you doing? Seven Mag, how you doing? Thank you for liking the live. Oh, where are you from? And we were just having this conversation. And I was like, yeah, I'm starting my live journey. I'm playing around with these features. I'm trying to figure these things out. And then this feature does this. And, and people were just asking questions. Just learning the features. Exactly. So it became as simple as that. You said I was there. Were you there with Black Lotus? Black Lotus said I was there. She had a different name back then. But yes, TikTok got your analytics wrong too. Why say you only followed me for 22 days? TikTok, get it right. Get it together. I think Black Lotus has been with me for years. So, did you follow or not follow me? What happened? I'm not sure why it says that. I can just start at my kitchen table. Amen. Yeah, you can do it as. Let me say this, guys. You guys will upgrade and enhance over time. If you look at my content, you'll see I was actually it's a little futon set up over here. I was sitting over there on like a little end table and I was like facing my window. Now what I didn't realize is that my window was making me look like the room looked dimmer because of where I was positioned. So then I have an office. This is like my office room slash a spare bedroom. And I was I had this desk here and I was try not to sit at the desk because I don't want to seem so formal. But then I realized I was like, I need to sit at the desk so I can have better lighting. I can do all the things. So that's how I'm here. I'm on a desk, and you guys are on an easel, a little flat stand easel. My phone's clip into, and lighting and the light in the background. All that stuff is there, and I've upgraded this over the years. Upgraded my phone. This was my original phone. Upgrade my phone and just added some more enhancements to my live stream. You said my recliner. Well, yeah, you gotta figure out you know what, model your room after someone who you are going to their room and you're seeing how they're getting engagement, how things are going for them. Maybe you kind of look and see what some other creators are doing. Somebody's comment got filtered, so you might want to reword it. I don't see the comment, but yeah. So in the beginning, in January, I was just going live and more people was coming to my live. I was showing up daily. I'm going to say this to you all again. Daily matters. However, let me put a caveat there. What you're doing in your live stream, your light, your sound, your internet connectivity, your Wi-Fi, as well as your background. Those matter. I kind of, and I would also say making sure you're updating the app and stuff like that. Because you got to update the app almost weekly. So you got to pay attention to those kind of technical aspects of your live stream. Even before you open up your mouth, you got to pay attention to those things. Then you want to pay attention to what you're saying and what you're doing. Okay? Good morning, friends. Thank you all for coming in. I see you all. Good morning. Thank you all for grabbing that daily heart me. I appreciate you. Ladybug, when you go live, what to talk about to people, stay in your room. And that's what I'm saying. When I first went live, I was talking about the features and stuff, and I was talking to the people. I was saying hi to them. I was welcoming them to my room. My live was quite often me saying, hello, everybody, welcome to my live. I'm just getting started. We're going to get to talking shortly, but I just want to make sure I welcome you all. Let me know where you're from. If you don't mind putting your city and your state in the chat. I'm from Orlando, Florida. Thank you all for being here. In the meantime, I'm going to play around with a few features, and I'll share you some. I'll share some updates and information I've learned along the way. And so that was it. Louisiana, welcome to the room, friend. Welcome. Appreciate you. And so I was saying a lot of that in the beginning, and then I realized I started getting a lot of people in my live, and this is why I said you will evolve, because you'll start getting some of the same questions, and then you'll start getting some of the same kind of comments, and then there's like this profile and prototype of a person that comes into your room, and so I've gotten that, and I still get it. The person who's nervous, afraid, shy, scared, introverted. You're that person, and you're coming in to come and learn how to go live and trying to figure this out, but you feel like you can't do it because you have all this anxiety and all these things that you've told yourself is who you are, and recognizing that that's not true, or it doesn't have to be your truth. You can reframe that, you can change that, you can transform yourself, you can be somebody else if you allow yourself to do it. And I tell people all the time, the difference between you and me is that I've just done it and I have kept doing it, and I've learned and I've improved and I've made some tweaks and changes along the way, but I continue to show up. And so, and I don't let the nerves and I don't let the uncomfortableness in the beginning kind of keep me from doing it. I don't show up in a way that says I'm not capable of doing this. So again, it's just a matter of how you do it. And then I was one of those people where I didn't let the narrative that, oh, everyone's doing what I'm doing, because TikTok shows you that. So I realized that was an untruth to begin with. TikTok shows you what you look for because you're looking for it. You're watching stuff. You're searching for stuff. It's like, oh, this type of content you want to see. Oh, these type of people you want to see in your live stream or in your feed. And so you see a lot of people who look like your topics or sound, you guys are sharing some similar information or topic and stuff in niche. And so I realized that that was not the truth. There's billions of people on this app, so that can't be the truth. And then also I realized, like, hey, everybody is starting at some points, because you start seeing the influencers, and the influencers are there because they want to keep their title of an influencer, the high influencers. And so they're not telling you the secrets. They're not telling you, they're gatekeeping. They do. And so I was like, okay, I don't want to be a gatekeeper. I'm going to tell them what I learned. And if they want to support, that's great. If they want to keep coming back, that's great. If they don't, that's fine. Totally fine with that. And so, is so just know that I that's how I kind of distinguish myself. Like, I'm here for the beginners, the people who are trying their best to figure this out. And because I'm not too removed away from being a beginner, I can support you. And so, and I can tell you what my journey's like too. So that's kind of what's happened. So I started going live every day in 2025, and now we're almost in April 2026. And I started going live twice a day as of February of 2025. So January I went live every day. We also had that glitch, or I'm sorry, that blackout day. It was like 24 hours, less than 24 hours. The TikTok went dark, and so most of 2025 was a year of people saying, well, TikTok's going away, so I'm not going to start Oh yeah, TikTok's going away. There's no point in starting now. Oh yeah, they just doing this extension, but TikTok's not gonna last. I'm gonna go. It's gonna go away, so I'm not gonna start. And so it was the whole year of doing that, and people were saying that, and I was like, TikTok ain't going away, y'all. And he said, no, I like it here. Thank you so much. And so it was a lot of that, and that was people's nerves. That was people's, misinformation and all the things you tell yourself not to start something. And I was like, guys, if you would have just started, you could have been so far along. You know, I'm almost at 20K followers, and I said this the other day. It has to be easily 80% upwards. I'm going to say 80 to 85% of my followers from this account have come from the live stream. Real talk. Hey friend, how you doing? Runs and blessing. Welcome to the room. We're gonna get you a Lisa box at some point running. Make sure you're in the fan club, friend. That's one of my besties. She's in the room. She got the one level blue box. Lord. You can't teach your family and friends nothing, y'all. I'm calling her out real quick. She probably gone now. She's like, I'm gone now. She running. Anyway, so look here. So what I've done is, thank you for the stickers, y'all. Appreciate it. You said, how did you get those stickers? The stickers are when you put a comment in. When you put a comment in, you said blue box me. I'm gonna get you. Hey, Dr. Lisa, how you doing? I'm gonna talk about the blue box in a second. Nikki, you said blue box me. Nikki, you gotta get coins on your account. So TikTok already sent you a little cue that says, "Oh, send a rose or send a heart puff" when you come into someone's live, and the daily heart me up here as well. When you click that, those are the two things you want to do, and you have to put coins in your account. So you want to make sure you have. I tell people, don't break the bank. Try to do $10, $20. Have some coins so that you can actively engage. All right. You said I did it. Thank you so much, friend. Yes, you did. Thank you for those stickers. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you all for the follows. Nikki, okay. Yep, that's how you're going to do it. Learning. You got it, friend. That's it. You want people to send, you'll hear me say every now and then, it's like, oh, send a sticker that says go live. Send a sticker that says this ain't TV. Because this ain't TV, y'all. We are here. We are interactive. This is an interactive experience. Coach Chantel, how are you, friend? Coach Chantel, I was away for vacation. Did you go? I feel like you went somewhere too. Let me know if you went somewhere. And I'm still trying to find Nika Grace. Anybody see Nika? Where is Nika? I've been putting SOSs out for her, so I haven't seen her. And I don't know if I missed something about where she was going to be. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for that daily hurt me. So long story short, because it is a long story, y'all. I feel like it's been long, and there's so much I didn't say. There's so much that's happened over the 2025 year. You figure transformed my shop, my faceless page to my TikTok shop page. So that's my TikTok shop page. You'll see it every now and then come in, and it says Dr. Lisa Shops. I was going live over there. I was doing shoppable lives, like full blown shoppable lives and stuff. Okay, where do I press the button when I do go live? On your profile page, click TikTok Studio. You'll see post, and then you'll see live. Click the live side, and you'll see how to make sure you set up your. You have to do an age verification, and it'll say go live. Click the go live. Yeah, so it should be there for you. Or the plus sign where you do content at. Toggle over to the live side. There's a couple ways to get to it. And so I did TikTok shoppable live. So that's how I know a lot about shop. I know you guys were asking about shop or the band accounts, rather. That's why I think about shop for band accounts. But so yeah, so that is something. Hey Janice, how you doing, friend? 500 minutes. Look at you. Look, let's go. And so that I learned a lot from in terms of that account and that page. Hey Kim Love Jones, welcome to the room. And so I learned a lot about shop over there. I learned a lot. Thank you so much for the taps and the shares. I see you, friend. The tapper, what are the negatives numbers for? Negative numbers for? What you mean the negatives numbers? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means. You can increase and then decrease the tapping speed, but I'm not sure what you mean by negative. Has a minus. Oh, that's where you decrease, increase and decrease. That's what it is. Increase it and decrease it. Yeah. So you want to go from 5, 6, 7, and then you want to go back down to 5, 4, 3. So you hit the negative, plus the negative. Yeah. Um, Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Those that are coming in, I appreciate you all joining live too. I took this live in a different direction. We were talking about my origin story. So TikTok was like, this ain't about live no more. I don't know what this is about. So I didn't see any AI notifications either, y'all. I might have missed them, but I don't think they sent anything that said what my live is about because I was all over the place. So just know the AI is listening to you. So you want to make sure you're saying the keywords that matter for your live stream. So I say go live streaming tips, beginner live streaming tips, all the things. Just to finish up my origin story, I did start the agency in August. So that was something people were telling me pretty early on I should consider. And I hadn't started it, and I applied, and it was a lag and all these things. And I was like, do I want to continue? What should I do? And then before you know it, it was being approved the end of July, and then I got it up and running by August 1st. So we'll be hitting 1 year soon. Time is flying. We're already in April, so we're gonna be hitting 1 year real soon, y'all. And so just recognizing that so many things have happened. April also marks the month of last year where I started co-streaming on YouTube, and I was saying that a second ago. So I do co-stream. I'm literally on 2 platforms right now. So let me show you. I'm on my tablet. So my tablet sits here as I'm talking. And so let me put my phone down. So yeah. And so I'm 1 year into YouTube, and all I do is literally the way this is set up is that my tablet is there, and as I'm talking to you guys, it looks like I'm talking to I'm talking directly to both cameras. And so I use that. You say I need to buy a tablet. And so I've been recording my lives twice a day, recording my lives every time I go live. And I just have the tablet set up, and it's evolved. Look at your title gift there, the kisses. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Thank you. Thank you for that, friend. Hey, Solving Mom, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Thank you all. Thank you for the corgi. I don't get the corgi. Those kisses are corgis, the little corgi farts. Yes, I need to buy a tablet. Yes. So thank you, friends. So after you record your live, you post it right to your YouTube. So it posts automatically. That's the beauty of it. Yes. Hey, hope you're well. I'm doing well, friend. Welcome, welcome. Look at you in the room. Appreciate you, friend. Do you just title it what you talk about? Yeah, so you can set it up. I need to do better. So my YouTube has been kind of I've been treating it as an afterthought. If I was being a little bit more intentional, I would make sure my title, my thumbnail, my description is all done in advance. I usually try to go on the back end, and I kind of do it in bulk. So I don't do it the way I should be doing it. I should do it. So I need to go back and make sure everything is optimized a little bit more. Thank you very much, Kim Love Jones. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the support. Thank you all. I appreciate the donuts. I see you, Janice. Appreciate you, friend. Um, Thank you all for the support. I appreciate it. And so I do need to optimize a little bit better. But what I'm telling you is that YouTube is a long game. YouTube is not a one and done. You don't post a video go viral, and all of a sudden you're great. That's not how YouTube operates. It's not nothing like the other platforms. They don't even consider themselves social media. They consider themselves the search engine. Okay? I don't know if you guys remember, there was a lawsuit that just happened last week where it talked about Meta and YouTube, and all the things that happened about protecting children and stuff. We talked about this live early about my daughter being on social media when she was in middle school and doing lives, and that was the etiquette or the practice, and it shouldn't have happened back then. And so now, essentially now they're putting some safeguards in place so that it doesn't happen. Hello, friend. How y'all doing? Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. So with the YT was like, hey, wait a minute though. We ain't social media. So they're like, we ain't like them. And they don't act like that either. So it is a different platform and algorithm, and you do have to have content to make sure that you are growing your channel. There's some things you can do to optimize it. There's some things I should be doing, should have been doing, and should be doing to optimize it even more and further. And so as time goes on, I'm going to pour a little bit more time and effort into it. But currently, what has happened is that I've gotten over 1,200 followers. They call them subscribers. 1,200 subscribers just by doing this over the last almost year, as well as I've gotten over 3,000 watch hours, close to 4,000. I'll hit 4,000 by the time of my anniversary. So we're gonna put that in the universe, putting that out in the universe. But I should hit that by the time I hit my anniversary. Thank you all, friends. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. And so just recognize that, it's going to take time. You got to stay in it. You got to stay consistent. And again, like I said, my husband, he's on YouTube all the time. He's like, oh yeah, those things take time. Thank you very much, Scale. Scale with digital. Appreciate your friend. And so he understands, and he'll talk about it all the time. Like, hey, you just gotta stay with it, friend. Just keep going. And thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. But for me, look at you reaching level 13 in the room. In all the rooms. Actually, the blue box is everywhere. So reaching level 13, period. Welcome. Thank you, Susie, for the rose. Appreciate your friends. Thank you all. RJ, congratulations reaching that level 13, friend. And so, so keep that in mind. Your YouTube process is a journey. And I will maybe at my 4 o'clock, because I'm not going to be able to go fully into the YT right now, because I'm not going to stay on too much longer. But maybe at my 4 o'clock, I can talk more about it. Because I know somebody asked me about band accounts. I'm going to talk about that too. But I can go further into how some do's and don'ts. There's a lot of lesson learned. There are some things you want to pay attention to when it comes to optimizing your profile, when it comes to recognizing that what you talk about, how you do the backup system. Yes, the fleas. There's fleas on YouTube too. There's a different type of flea over there. Because because I stream on my tablet, I'm streaming vertical, not horizontal, the way you would do from your laptop. And so because of that, my stream reaches around the world. And because I'm a lady, because YouTube is predominantly men, I don't know if people realize that. Now you can get caught up into algorithm an area where you are within your niche and within multiple people within your niche. And maybe if your niche is like something that's very female dominated, then you might get mainly women. But I get a lot of men. Okay? So I get a lot of men. And the platform is predominantly men. That is a true fact. If you look at their metrics, their analytics, there is mainly men on YouTube. And so, what do you teach on YouTube? Oh, I'm co-streaming. I'm recording and talking about what I'm talking about right now. We're on YouTube right now. We're in both places. Yeah. Yes, I will understand me back for all the YT details. Okay. All right. Thank you, friend. Oh wow. Yeah. So you said that's awesome. Yeah. So because of this, I get a lot of men that come in too. I told my husband, I said, you better be careful because I'm gonna be out in India somewhere with some of the men that come in my room. So that be somebody's princess. I got tons of marriage proposals. Only if they rich. I know. I know. They ain't not rich. Oh, they not rich. They're rich. They're not rich at all. At least they're not showing me the money. I'm just saying. You said I'm beautiful. Thank you. I've heard that. Look at you, Mrs. Treetop, acting up in here, sending some jets. Thank you so much, friend, for those. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. The flying jets. Thank you for supporting that gift gallery. I love it. The title gifter. Thank you, Fran. Wow, the Jets, the Jets. Yes, I appreciate it, Fran. Thank you so much for that. This is Treetop. Y'all connect with Mr. Treetop too, because she gives money motivation tips too. Miss Treetop, when you going live again too? Put that in the chat. Anybody who's going live, Kim, are you going live also? Who else? Coach Chantel, I think you were here earlier. Are you going live? Who's going live? What time? What topic, time, and time zone? Put that in the chat for us. She does money management, Miss Treetop, and she goes later. She's a battler, y'all. Just saying. Yeah. So if you wanna, I had somebody on my. We have our Zoom meeting. For those who didn't know, I'm a creative network agency. We had our Zoom meeting yesterday, and there was somebody who was new. And she's like, "What's this about the battling? I might want to battle." I was like, "Girl, go ahead and battle." So that's why I said I because I've been doing this. That was something I was nervous about in the beginning. I don't know why that was bothersome for me, but at the end of the day, just know there's little things like that. That's part of how you can build your community. You can monetize. You can have these opportunities to create these special events and moments for your community too. And so don't be afraid of those type of gameplays. I like how you are able to coach train. That is definitely strategic. Yep, yep. You got to make sure you have multiple streams going on. Literally, literally. And so I've monetized. That's where I was going with this. I monetized on the YT. My YT does not allow you to gift from day one. You can gift to a channel yesterday at 1 p.m. Today at 1. So Kim Love Jones is relationship advice, 1 p.m. today. Definitely connect with her friends. Yeah, put your time and time zone scale with digital. You said me. I'm assuming you're talking about your schedule. You going live. Thank you so much, Janice. Paper Cranes. Janice, are you feeling better? You going live too? Helping professionals turn their expert into income online so employment becomes optional. I got you, friend. Do you have a time and time zone um, that you're going live? Monday. So you are going live today. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 2:30 Eastern, and reset battles at 10:30 p.m. Financial literacy and wealth creation. He said I go live Monday, Friday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm assuming. Eastern or Central. Let me know. Or West Coast, Pacific times. Work is smart, not hard. Love that. Now, do you moderate both? Um, you know what? I have people who will come in and support as moderators. On YouTube, is one person. She's in the live. She's in the agency. She's not here now though. She's not. She wasn't here today. Rather, um, she her name is the Idea Barista on YouTube. On TikTok, she is Pals the Idea Barista. I believe that's how her name is written. And Nika Grace. That's what's up. What's Nika? Nika Grace will also mod here. I just started the mods on TikTok. YouTube, I've always had kind of someone supporting my live from a moderator perspective. And really it's because I'm here so much that comments will come in and sometimes I miss them and I ignore them. And then, I was, like I said, I was getting the marriage proposals, y'all. So we had to remove them. You just can't have marriage proposals all in the chat. so, so I had to have somebody come in and remove them if I didn't catch them. And so they had to be removed. But yeah. Um, and so, yes, y'all, thank you so much. I'm catching up on comments. So, oh, you're still in the hospital. Okay, hopefully you feel better, friend. Take care. You're in the right place. Definitely take care of yourself. You're going. Um, are you going live still? Don't go live from the hospital. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. um, uh, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Um, Scale, did you say Scale with digital? Did you say what time zone? What time zone are you on? The East Coast, West Coast? What time zone are you in, friend? Um, and then others, Coach Chantel. Coach Chantel, are you going live, friend? It's nice to see you again. Got to join the meeting. Okay, take care, friend. Central, your Central time zone. Okay, okay, about to start tapping. All right, friend. Thank you so much. Um, Thank you so much for that daily heart me. Appreciate it, friend. Good to see you as well. Coach Chantel, I'm trying to see if I saw you. Did I miss your comment? I don't think I did. Did you? Are you going live? Okay, I did miss it. Mindset Monday tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Mindset Monday. Coach Chantel is our resident yogi. She's a yoga instructor, certified yoga instructor. She's been doing yoga for years now, I think decades now. And so she's really good, very soothing and calm. Everything you can think about that you would want from a yoga instructor, she alludes that. So thank you so much, friend, for being here. Let me know when you want me to be your guest. I think, did I message you? I think I did. Let me know if I didn't. I think I intended to. If I didn't do it, let me know and just tell me what time you want to connect. I'm totally fine with it. Because she'll have Mondays where she'll have a guest speaker sometimes. She's been trying to coordinate that as well. So really, that's a good way to, if you are nervous about going live. Hey, sweetie pie, appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for being here. Put in here if you're gonna go live soon. Sweetie pie cooks. So let us know if you're gonna be live today or sometime today. Um, Coach Chantel having co-hosts is really good. Co-hosts and guests. That's a great way for you to also kind of get exposure to another live room, to another person and topic. You guys can work together and collaborate. So as you do your early lives, you might be a person that says, you know what, I'm going to have moments where I do collaborate and I have someone I'm working alongside with. So you can absolutely do that. You got to be careful about guests you pull up that you don't know. I told you guys that the other day. Make sure that they've been in your room, been in your fan club at least, if I were you, 5 times, 5 to 10 times, so that you can at least vet them. And you can say, okay, this person has my daily heart me. They have the Lisa box. They've been coming in. Oh, I've had comments from them. They've engaged. I know them. I'm going to pull them up in my boxes because the boxes are where people can monetize too. So just know that you're vetting them a little bit first. I'm just learning. I purchased a SWC course and I'm a newbie and a chicken to go live. Oh Lord, you gotta get ready to go live, friend. Hopefully the course can give you some guidance and tips and stuff that you need based on what you're looking for from a live stream, but if you're also looking to promote a product. Um, so you joined a year ago. Thank you so much. You said fleas. Okay, let me talk about fleas. Um, we'll do coach. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. Thank you so much for the populace. Okay, that's so funny. Every time I talk about the fleas. Okay, fleas is band accounts for those in the room that didn't know what we're talking about. Coded language. We call them fleas. I said you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. So you just got to be careful. Um, how should we go for? How should we go for the first time? What do you mean? How should you go for the first time going live? What you mean? Tell me more. Um, I I said just play around with the effects and features here. Just play around with click things. Click everything in this room. You as a viewer can click all this stuff except for my board and my little sticker. But everything else is clickable for you. So click around, read. There's question marks. If you click the number of people in the room right now, there's a question mark in the top corner. Click around. Play around with the effects, the sound effects, and then you're talking to people. You saw how I was talking to people coming in. Tammy, thank you for the follow. Just talk to the people. That's what I would tell you to do. You said how long for the first time? Sorry. Oh, how long? How long? Oh, okay. That's right. Let me say the length before I switch over to the fleas conversation. It's kind of different when you're using TikTok Live Studio. Yeah, with clicking. Yeah, Live Studio. I'm not a big fan of Live Studio because you got to make sure your computer is available to stream and it has the bandwidth, for lack of a better word, to stream successfully. There's a lot of glitching that happens. TikTok actually, my last couple of lives on Live Studios, it shut me down. It ended it at 19 minutes. Ended the live. So that's because I have my system is running other things. You can't run anything. You almost have to have only Live Studio running. I had to read. It was just a lot going on. I use my laptop for other things. So I would almost have to get a different device just to solely stream or just make sure it's optimized to stream as well. So keep that in mind. You have to do a lot of updates often. TikTok doesn't play nice with your computer camera. No, it doesn't. I have to use a web camera. Yep, that too. Yep. Doesn't play nice with the audio. Neither. Yeah, so yeah, it's a whole thing. If you do it from the computer, that's why it's like I prefer my phone. I'm just gonna use my phone. Less and less. Yep, you gotta learn. You gotta update often. All that. You gotta update often on the phone too. People overestimate the updates on the phone too. It's like weekly, but from the computer perspective, I think it's like twice a week, something like that. It's pretty often. So there's a lot going on there. So it's not right now going to work for me based on my system, my computer system and stuff. So I'm gonna have to put that on ice. Wouldn't mind using it. I like some of the features and functionalities over there, but it's not gonna work. Um, how long do you go live? How long do you go live? TikTok says a valid go live day. So if you want it to be counted as a day that you have went live, then you need to go live an hour, over an hour. All right? Because in the system, it will not track that you have went live for that day. So when you go back and look like, oh, how many days did I go live in the month of March? If you had lives that you went under 60 minutes, 59 minutes. Natty Nat is my example of that. She knows I tease her about that. I was like, girl, if I see another 59, she had one that said 59 and 55 seconds, y'all. What in the world? I was like, Natty, 5 more seconds? 5 more seconds. She had one that said 59 and 23 seconds. Like, girl, really? She's like, I'm getting off TikTok. I will not go live another second. So now she looks. Now, so you're supposed to click the house. Look at your analytics. If you feel like you're like, oh, I might not be quite at an hour, check. Check before you get in live. Always check your live analytics. I check mine. So right now I'm at an hour and 48 minutes. So I'm probably going to go over 2 hours just because of the couple things I'm going to talk about. But at the end of the day, check your analytics. And if you need to time it out to right at 60 minutes, do that. So when you have no one in your room, an hour seems like long. It does. It does. I would say just make a plan for yourself so that you are sharing some information. Try to drag it out. You should be rinsing and repeating quite a bit. Share out your live. Have a couple things you want to talk about that you want to make sure you cover. There's lives I come in here and I was like, guys, I'm gonna do an hour. Now, what will end up happening is some people come in a room and I'll end up talking to them way longer than an hour. But yeah, I would say try to do some rinse and repeat of conversations and topics and sharing information and stuff. And just make sure you get to that hour mark for it to count as a valid go live day. Now, when you join an agency, that is something that obviously TikTok just changed the game for us in March. So they really are looking at your live days, your valid go live days, and how many hours in total. So I tell people the 12 and 15 is kind of the mark that you're going for, if not longer, where you're doing at least 12 days and then at least 15 hours in total. So what I end up saying, like, hey, make sure you just do four days a week and or at least an hour each live. So if you could do that 4 days a week, at least an hour, try to put some weekends on there, maybe do a few pop-ups, but that should put you on the path so that you are in compliance, all right? And that you got things going well for how you're showing up, all right? I go daily and I go twice a day. So I'm really trying to make sure that I'm staying within TikTok's parameter and then growing, because the more you go live, the longer you go live, the more they'll push out your stream over time. It takes time, and like I said, you got to pay attention to some of those other technical things, but also making sure you do it. Hey, Color and Gems, how you doing, friend? Color and Gems, let me say this real quick. Can I brag on you real quick? Your live I need to get to. Your live is growing, friend. I'm so proud of you. I think I looked at your analytics one time. I was like, you had a lot of people in your room. I know she usually does coloring with a friend. Yes, I'm so happy. Look at her. Yeah, I was like, oh, look at you. She does coloring with a friend, so she's always like there with like maybe 2 or 3 people in a room. But I think the last time I seen it was like it was high teens, maybe like 17, 18 people in a room. I was like, oh, look at you. What's going on? I've alone the last couple. You said you've been doing it alone the last couple of times. I think the last time I seen you were by yourself too. You're right. Yeah, yeah. So you weren't with a guest. So that's good. That's good, friend. Now, is that also TikTok Shop? Is that partially it too, TikTok Shop? Because I know you have your coloring pencils and products and stuff there that you're showcasing. Or is that just people coming in to see what you're doing? How do I check mine? How do you check your analytics, sweetie pie? Um, I have a. Let me know if that's what you meant. You meant your analytics. Yes. Okay. So let me show you from my other phone. Love coloring to decompress. Yes. And she's talented too, y'all. Y'all might want to connect with her. Let me pin coloring gems. Pin her. So if you guys want to connect with her, she's really good. She's in the agency also. Well, I didn't do because I got about, oh, you got a restriction, so you haven't. Oh, so that's just your room then. Your room. Thank you so much for the crane. I appreciate it, friend. No, so your room is just, you just starting to evolve then. Your room is growing. And that's the thing about it. That's consistency. How long have you been going live? Do you go daily? I feel like you're not quite daily. Maybe I'm missing something. I only got those when I try to do shop, so I just stopped it. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we could talk offline and see what's happening. Not daily. I was supposed to say I don't know if I see you all the time. I need to get by there, but I think I catch you. She's one of my nighttime people. She's one of the late nighters. So I don't. The late night crew, y'all hard for me. I'm up sometimes, but this past week when I was traveling, I've been so tired. I've been trying my best. I'll pop in here and there, but I haven't been able to do it as much as I would like to. Um, so yeah, my late nighters, y'all don't get as much attention as I need to give y'all. I'm gonna try to get some attention the next couple of days over this week. Um, yeah, I go on about 9. I'll wait for the house to be asleep. Gotcha. Hey, hey. Yeah, Janice, you're a late nighter too. You've been late night for me as well. Okay, so checking your analytics real quick. Let me show this, and then I'm going to segue into fleas. Let me get to fleas too because this is actually a good way to show it. Okay, Miss Sweetie Pie. So if you click TikTok Studio, you'll see post, and then you'll see live. You're gonna go to live side. You see live analytics. I want you to click that arrow so you can get into your analytics. And then I want to click, and you can check for each live stream. And then if you check, now these are example live streams because I haven't been live on this. I use this account to kind of show you guys examples. But this one says 5 minutes, so let's look. It's no engagement, so you'll see numbers because again, I'm just showing you guys what's happening on these lives. So you can see some information about how you're performing. It actually will show you a deeper dive on some of your analytics. So you can see your viewerships, unique followers, stuff like that. You can see engagement, like how people have liked, comments, shared, all those stuff, the gifters, and then you can see your diamonds, like how much money you made. And so how many diamonds you collected, which converts into dollars that you make. So that's where you go, Sweetie Pie. Let me know if you caught that. That's per live. And then you said, oh wow, it shows how many was in the live. Yeah. So it'll show viewers. It'll show overall viewership. It says viewership, unique views, active viewers, average watch time, peak number, and concurrent. The last two is what you want to pay attention to. So that actually shows like this number. That's what it's going to show. Like the people, like, your numbers go up and down throughout your live. But the last two are going to be like average people in the room and then like your peak number that actually came in a room. Viewership is like, think about the highway. People might see your car on the highway. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all driving past each other. So when you're on the highway, you see thousands of cars. Your car's one of them. And you're driving past thousands of cars in that particular snapshot. And so they see you, and those are all the viewers. Now, the people who are actually coming into your live are like when you get off the highway and you're stopping and seeing those people and connecting with those people. Those are people who are actually in your live. And so those are the concurrent viewers, those people who are there. And so, yeah, so when you're in your live, when you look at your numbers here, you can see real time. So if I swipe over, TikTok says, okay, for my live, we've had 1.1K views. People who on the highway came by. Now, we ain't seen that many people in the room, have we? No. They didn't stop to come inside. They didn't honk at my car and try to get inside my car. So no, that's not what happened. But they were out there. They were out there. We drove past each other. So yes. So that's how that goes. So yeah, those are people. But the goal is, I mean, obviously, the goal is to get those people to stop and peek in and say hello and stay for at least a minute. You see, you got me taking notes. Yes, you. So yeah. So you can I see your information? Sweetie Pie, we can do a 101. Yes, I can see your information. I can see your analytics. hmm I sure can. So schedule a 101. Go into the school platform if you want to sit down and meet with me. I'm happy to kind of go through do what's called a live TikTok live performance review appointment. That's what I call them. So the agency, you guys get those appointments. That's it's a 30-minute conversation, and we'll click through your analytics and just say how you're performing. TikTok changed the metrics a little bit in the back end system for the month of March. Remember, I told you the emphasis is about how many days and hours you've gone live and stuff like that. So the metrics has kind of shifted a little bit, but yeah, definitely can meet. Yes, I need to see how I'm doing. Yeah, yeah. So like I said, you haven't been in school then. You need to go into our school platform because I got a video that breaks down looking at your information because you have access to it. You have pretty much about what I have. I have a little bit more, and the way it's aggregated is a little slightly different, but for the most part, it's the same information. Um, but yeah, so go into school. That's also where you can book a 101, and that's how you book a performance session with me. And appointments are available now. I have plenty of appointments available. And then if you want to look at that video that's in there, you can look at that to determine how you can look at your analytics a little bit more. I forgot all about the school. Thank you. You're welcome. You are so welcome, friend. Hey, Star, how are you, friend? Lewis, you said, okay, I am ready to learn. I had to drop off for a meeting, but you are dropping gems. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that. Yep. So, anyone can see your analytics? No. Sweetie Pie is in my agency. She's in my agency. This account is in my agency. And so that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So I'm able to see it because TikTok gives agencies a backstage system where we can look at your analytics for your live stream only. I don't see stuff for content. I don't see stuff for shop. I don't see any of that. Hey Janine, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Which one were your agency? Are you in an agency, Seven Mag? And do you go live? And do you go live regularly? Those are the questions. Agency first. If you're an agency, then no, you can't join two. You can only join one. If you are, you said yes, yes, ma'am. To what? You're go live daily. So are you an agency though? If you're not an agency, you can apply. If all is well, you can apply. I will be there soon. There you go, friend. There you go. So let me show you guys fleas real quick. And so we gotta get rid of the fleas. You said you are in one. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, so you only can join one agency at a time. So you got to make sure you talk to them about. You said you're not an agency. Okay, if you're not an agency, then you can apply. I'll pin this real quick. If you guys are interested in the agency, just message me agency, and I'll send you the information. I'm going to start going live on the agency page where you can apply within the live stream. There's a button you would click to apply to the agency right from the live stream. But in the meantime, I have to send you my link. So I'll send it to you guys if you're interested. But you got to be going live. That's the caveat. I ask that question now. I don't blanketly invite people. I ask the question about, are you going live? What's your live schedule? I kind of have now this little screening I do. So let me know if you're interested. I'm going to screen for people who are, committed to the live stream process because at the end of the day, if you're not going live, then you don't need an agency. It's a free program. You get free support. It's based on you going live. It's based on the scaled live rewards that you earn. So TikTok, you get 40% of whatever you earn in your live stream, and then TikTok will give you we'll take the difference, the 60%, and they use that to pay agencies. So if you're not going live, you don't get paid. TikTok don't pay agency, don't get paid. So it's just that simple. It's just as simple as you going live and just being consistent at it. And you come up with a schedule that works for you, that you can stay in compliance with TikTok. And that's why I said you have to go live at least 4 days a week for about an hour. over an hour, not about an hour, over an hour, at least an hour, so that you can at least have enough days in the month that you stay in compliance. All right. I am in an agency, but it's not like this one. Real talk, okay, gotcha, friend. Gotcha. I see you, friend. Yeah, that's the difference maker. Wish I could join my backup account. No, you can't. You can't. No, just one per person. One per person. And let's schedule an appointment. We'll talk some more. Hey, Ocean Summer. How you doing, friend? Ocean Summer went live, y'all. She went live. I asked, because wait a minute, Ocean Summer, let me just say that Doc is the best. She teaches. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Howdy, how you doing, Dawn? How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. I appreciate you being here. Happy Monday, Ocean Summer. So wait a minute, Ocean Summers. I had to ask in that video if you were live because that clip, I don't know why I didn't think you were live. I mean, after I seen the clip a couple times, I was like, okay, maybe she is talking to the audience. She's talking to the chat. She's talking. But it was so smooth the way you did it. I was like, okay, is this this just content? Is she walking down the street? Is she posting content? But that's why I was like, oh, maybe she's just walking and this is just her video. But no, you were live streaming when you did that video, and that was a clip from your live. That was cool. You look great, friend. Look at you. So that was a great video. I'm proud of you, friend. I know that has come a lot. It was a long time coming, and you did a great job. You did a great job. Well, no, seriously, if you go back and look at it, that's why I said, "Oh, were you live?" Because she did a video where she was out and about and she was walking and she was talking on the screen. I was like, oh, didn't turn out she was live. You said I'm working on it. All right. Well, good job. Good first live, friend. I think that was a clip from the first one. So good job. Thank you all for coming in. Okay. Please, really quickly. Okay. If you click the number of people or followers in your room, I like to click followers because there's a search bar for followers under my room. I want you to, RJ, are you in the room still? So when I click that, I put in the word user, USER. I don't have any users right now. I don't have any because I just cleared this out yesterday. But if you have users in a list of people, yes, always. So if you have a list of people and they have no photo and user with all the numbers pop up for those folks, click the photo for the person, and in the middle of it, it will say account banned. Thank you so much, JJ Jones. So it'll say account banned. So for those accounts that are banned, you have to remove them. You should check for this on a weekly basis to make sure you're removing all banned accounts. Mine doesn't have the search there. So does it have it under friends? Might have it under friends. If it's not under followers, mine is under followers. It might be under friends and followers. I usually go under followers because what it'll do is list any of the followers and any of the friends. It'll list all of them. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. Yep. Okay, yes, I see it now. Yep. And so you could just go down the list and where it says friends and followers, if you're under the following tab, where it says friends and followers, go down the list and click that and make them red again, turn them back red, and you unfollow them. Or you could click their face, and then under, there's an arrow in the top right corner, click that, and it should say remove this follower. You can click that to remove them. But you gotta unfollow and not be friends with those people anymore, so that they are not inflating your numbers. What happens with banned accounts? It inflates your numbers to make it look like you have more followers than you really do. And recognize that you cannot, those followers, if you're trying to get into like TikTok Shop pilot program, you need 1,000 followers, and say for argument's sake you got 1,000, but 50 of those are banned accounts, you don't have 1,000, you have 950 because you got to remove those 50 accounts because those 50 accounts are not accounts you can engage with, so they're fake engagement. So you got to remove them. TikTok will actually send you a message saying they detect fake engagement on your account. Like if you wanted to get into, I think it says for the creator rewards program, they won't let you join if your numbers, because you got to have 10,000 followers for that account. But if your numbers are these inflated banned accounts and all this stuff going on with your account, I was like, that ain't real. And they won't let you in the program. So just know, and they'll send you a message saying they detect fake engagement. So that's why I said when you go into those grow rooms, you get a lot of that type of people following you, people who, for whatever reason, their account's gonna get banned. Maybe they're impersonators, maybe there are some scammers, whatever the case may be. You wanna make sure you do this audit to remove those any of those banned accounts. Nisi, thank you so much. Ocean Summers, you're back, friend. Welcome to the room. All right, friends, let me know if there's any last minute questions. We are at 2 hours and 7 minutes. Hey, Mango May. TikTok knows I was about to get off. So when someone asks to unfollow, refollow, you hear people say, let's rekindle our relationship. Rekindle our relationship. Reconnect. That's not bad. You could do that. Yeah, you could do that. It helps with the metric for Scale Our Rewards, where you have to have 5 new followers. So you want to make sure you have enough followers so that you get the max for whatever earnings that you have coming your way. So TikTok says 25 minutes or more will get you 38% of your rewards. And then 5 new followers or more will get you an additional 2%. So 38 plus 2 is 40%. So when I said the most you can earn per live is 40%, that's how it's measured. It's based on your duration of time, how long you've been going live for that particular session, and how many new followers you got. So every live that you do, you're always looking at your time. That's why I said you don't want to end live before you look at your analytics. You want to look at your time, and you want to look at how many new followers you got. Okay, and so you'll hear some people say, "Hey, let's rekindle our relationship." And if they're short a few people, you only can do that so much. Though you got to be careful with overdoing that. I think you can do it twice, where people have done it, and it's not that it will allow them to do it again. Now that I'm at 10K1, what happened, Kim? Look at you, friend. She said 10K.1. Thank you so much for that daily heart, me friend. Appreciate it. Great explanation of everything. Thank you so much. I will link my money by next time. Okay, friend, you got this. You got this. So proud. You said I'm so proud of when I got my little live rewards payment. Look at you, friend. He's so sweet. Did you get the hundreds? No. My first live, I got 7 cents, y'all. I was so proud of that 7 cents. I was. I was like, I got 7 cents. Oh, credit rewards program. Kim, what you need me to talk about it? Let me know what you need, friend. I'm so proud of it. Let me know what you meant. Credit rewards program. Yeah, I remember telling my husband, I ran downstairs. I said, "Hey, babe." I said, by the end of the week, I'm gonna get a whole $1, and I got like $1.25, y'all. By the end of that first week, I was so excited. I was like, all right, every penny counts. You said mine was 55 cents. Oh, you was big money. Look at you. You was doing good, Ocean Summers. They was sending you all types of love in that first live. Great information. You're welcome. My first live, I got 27 cents. Look at y'all. Y'all was double digits. Nice. I'm a little jealous. All right. You said, Kiwi, how do you go live? Kiwi, let's see if you got access yet. You don't have access yet. You gotta wait until you have 50 followers, and you need a blue box. You see how the person right above you, Kim? Kim has 28, and the person below you has a box number 1, that blue box. You need one of those. That's how you will get a little sooner, because TikTok's gonna see you as an engaged viewer. So you want to get it a little sooner. Kim, you want me to talk about Creator Rewards program? Let me. I don't. I'm not in it. I just can give you my understanding. I haven't got there yet. I don't have enough I have enough followers. I don't have enough views. You have to have 100,000 views on your content in a time frame, in that 30-day time frame. So that's the biggest hurdle for me is getting the views on my content. I think right now my views, content views, is sitting at about 40,000. And so, I mean, I would need a viral video. I don't have a video that's gone like 100,000 K views or millions. I haven't had that video experience. I've had videos that have done well, like upwards of 40,000 views, but I don't think it's been like a specific month. I think it's been over the course of several months that the video has grown to that. So I think that's the thing you have to think about too. So did you get the video views? Name your questions. Where are the sound effects coming from? There's a wand. So when you go live, there's a wand that you're clicking that you can have like a sound bar at the bottom of your screen. This live is so informative. Thank you. You are so welcome. Just removed 20 band flowers. I love it, friend. We call them fleas. Band fleas. Thank you, friend. I'm meeting with you today. Yay, I need you. Oh, okay, all right, Nisi. I can't wait. We're my 2 o'clock. That's right. We have a 2 o'clock meeting. You just made me think about it. I was like, oh Lord, what time is it? So no, we got time. So 2 o'clock meeting, friend. I appreciate seeing you. Yes, can't wait. Let's see. Um, can you explain the live 38%? Scale live rewards. So when you go live, there is analytics. Why my screen flipped again? Analytics that you can click. If you click the house or you swipe from right to left, it actually says how much you've earned and that scale live rewards. If you click that arrow, there's an arrow there for you. If you click that arrow, it'll give you details and it breaks down the scale live rewards. And so basically, each live that you go, you can make up to 40%. And each week that you go live, you can make up to 13%. So the 40 plus the 13 equals 53%. All right. The 40% is broken down based on how long you go live, your live duration. So if you go live 25 minutes or more, you can make up to 38% for all the gifting that happens in that live, gifting and engagement. So 38%. And then you need an additional 2% if you get 5 new followers or more. So that's how that works. So gifting and engagement, 38 plus 2 equals the 40%. The up to 13% per week is based on people grabbing their daily heart rate. So that has a metric associated with it. Your league, whatever league you're in, if you surpass that highest league that you've been in. So if I'm in B5 and my highest league I've ever been in is B3. So I would have to get to B2 in order to get the bonus that happens for leagues. So that's where I'm at right now. And currently, when I went on my vacation, I've dropped down to B5. So right now I'm in B5, but in order for me to surpass the highest league, I have to grow to B2. And then there's also how many days you've gone live. So we talked about daily heart rate, the league, and then how many days you go live. If you go live 2 days or more, you can get a percentage for that too. So up to 13%. Most people will get about 11 or 12 because some of those are for higher level people, 8-leaguers. Thank you so much, friends. Let's see. Let me catch up on a few comments. And then, like I said, I'm going to get off in a few minutes. I think we're good. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. Thank you so much. So no pick means banned. Yes, in most cases, if you click, I base it off no pick. No pick and user with all the numbers. So no picture, no photo with user and all those numbers, then that's a bad combination. Yeah. Okay, what's the best time to go live? Best time, I did a post about this. I didn't give an answer. So the best time to go live is when you can be consistent. That's what I tell people. Now, depends on your topic. Some topics maybe is better suited for like a morning live stream. Maybe just like get dressed for work with me. Then yeah, you go to work in the morning times. That may be the better time to go live. It just depends on what you're doing in your live too. I mean, like I said, there's some lives that are better than others in terms of what time of day. And TikTok streets don't close. There is analytics after you've done, I think, 7 days of going live. There's some analytics that will say where most of your viewers have come from. Now remember, viewers are people who might have just, they're not necessarily people who are actually sitting in the room. Might be people who just kind of spam through, swipe through. So know that that is not always representative of what you're doing in your live stream. So you have to make a decision about that too, in terms of what time is best for you and what makes sense. All right, friends. Well, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Well, Doc, your life is amazing. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you again. You are so welcome, everybody. Thank you so much, Seven Egg. So I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you all for watching the live, commenting, sharing the live, sending stickers, and all the gifting that's happening. I really, really, truly appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And so I will be back. I will be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be back in a few hours. Feel free to message me if you have any last minute questions you want me to answer in the inbox. But I appreciate you all joining. Can you see who is outside the room? Nope, can't. Nope, nope, nope. So I appreciate you all. In the chat, you might see some names pop up in terms of who you can invite as a guest. So that can give you an indicator if some of those people are outside the room or if they're just in the app. Many, definitely they're in the app. Now the question is, are they outside your room? Not necessarily. Okay, so thank you so much, JJ. Appreciate you. So, but yeah, that's probably the closest indicator you have, and those are like people you know. So you can say, oh, that was somebody I knew. So yeah. All right, friends, I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. I will see you guys later. Remember, practice makes progress. You are not searching for perfection, okay? All right, care. Take care, friends. Bye bye. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for all the support. See you guys later. Bye bye.